What's up, everyone? I'm Jordan. This is Aligning the Stars. And I crack myself up sometimes because if you guys heard that, that was me. And yes, that was me. I'm such an idiot. Welcome. Today, kind of a special, I don't know, dual feature. But Todd, who's usually is in the background, is in the foreground, although he's currently emptying out a memory card because, you know, that's what happens to Todd. But yeah, so we're actually both going to be working on our Falcons at the same time. And we talked about it on stream last night. Thought it'd be kind of a cool idea. As it's the one model that I'm ahead of him on. And as much as he says he doesn't mind, I think Todd minds. Right, Todd?
Oh, for now.
Exactly. So Todd is here. Say hi, Todd.
Hi, Todd.
So yeah, we're doing great. We're both gonna be working on the Falcons tonight, as I was just saying, and I went ahead and I looped a fart in the middle of the intro, which is cracked myself up. So
should we make our screens big? Fill the screen. What do you think? Smaller space to work in, but.
It is a smaller space to work in, and these are bigger models. And so let's go ahead and leave that one up to chat. What would you guys prefer to see? Would you guys prefer to see this view or the more compact in view? It all depends on kind of your guys' viewing experience. I'm assuming that most of you guys are probably either watching on a screen, probably not on a phone, but let us know. Which would you guys prefer? I'm kind of cool with either, although this model is gigantic. And so definitely one of those things that... we should be conscious of. So let's go ahead and run through chat real quick. Ken, hello, good evening. Dawn is here. Hi, Dawn. And then everyone's saying, hope you're well. And Ken drops a SSDD, same stuff, different day. Chase, how you doing? Dawn's like, wait, that took me a second. Let's see who else. Steven, welcome. And Ken is saying he likes this view and zoom when we need to. Okay, that sounds good. Dawn is saying, hey, Todd.
I think with the new I think with the new StreamYards, you can actually bring up your face camera in a separate box.
Really?
Yeah. You'd have to turn it off as a source in Discord or in OBS. But
OBS.
Yeah, I think it lets you bring up. Isn't there an option for a second camera? Without having present extra camera. Yeah, so if you present extra camera, you have to make it so OBS is not using it. So you have to deactivate it in OBS. But you might be able to bring up your face cam as a third screen here.
Okay, let's see here. Extra camera. It's saying browser can't access your devices.
That's
close any
because
other
OBS is
application.
trying to use it.
Yeah. So I'm gonna have to. I have to change over and just use the overhead, which is probably fine. It's probably the only view that I want to use tonight. So
Yeah, I mean,
let's
if
go.
OBS is only using that,
Yeah.
you might be able to get away with it. You know.
Let's see what I can do here. Let me mess around some settings. Let's look at camera. Thank you, compressor. That is. I really need to actually label and name these cameras properly.
Mine are named top, side.
That's what they are in OBS, but when I'm looking at it through here, literally it's choosing whatever the computer names it, and I have like 3 of the same style of webcam. Let's see.
Now Jordan broke his own stream. Look at him go. Now it's just me. He'll be back. I have to take a picture of all these parts and bits. You know how it is. Build website. You gotta take all these darn pictures.
Did I? Yeah, I can't figure that out.
Did you leave your own screen? Your own stream. You left your own stream.
I did, yeah. No, that was the thing. I was just like, oh god. When Ken says, "Don't fall for it, Jordan," he's just trying to delay you. So true. Listen to the laugh. Oh, you listen to the laugh. It's fine. We'll just put my freshly shorn head, I guess. Well, which way do we go? Yeah, I did a poor job.
It didn't work?
No, I couldn't figure it out. Nah.
You know what? We didn't plan for this, so.
No, we didn't. And it was something that I'll mess around with, definitely. That's actually a good idea, because, like, if I don't have to use OBS, like, I'm not recording anything right now. So, yeah.
Well, just turn off OBS. Restart your browser, rejoin the stream. I'm here, so it's not going to go anywhere.
That's true. Okay.
Yeah.
I'll be right back.
All right, Jordan will be back. Meanwhile, I'm going to catch up while he's gone. No, probably not.
I'm still here.
Uh-huh. Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh. Okay, hold on.
So what do we talk about while he's gone? Now that I've taken over his stream completely. Muhahaha! Last week, me in the chat, you guys, you see how this worked out, Don? I've taken over his entire channel. Oh, my plan is working. This needs to be glued. This is ridiculous. Let's see. I think Todd should have more than one card so he doesn't have to keep unloading the one he has. I do have 2 cards, but if you can imagine it, I have no idea where my second card is. Jordan's back. Now let's see if he can add his second camera.
It's giving me an option to choose which one. Okay.
That's cool. See? This should be fun.
So... Oh my god, it's huge.
Yeah. See? Look at this. Look at this. I wonder. I think we can edit this layout. It's going to divide it in 2s, huh? Add item. What does this do? Oh, it's undo. I don't want that. What does this do? No, that doesn't do anything.
So, for all you guys that don't know, like StreamYards has added a bunch of features, and so we've been.
This is what we're going to do. We're going to put your mug up there, and then. No, that doesn't really work because I was going to do that because you're on the top. That's you on the top, and then I'll just be on the bottom. Does that work?
That works. Yeah. That's right. Yeah.
Oh my God! Right. Why is your audio so out of whack?
It shouldn't be. Oh God. The new mic.
Don says I used to like you. I was talking about how I managed to take over your entire stream on your channel, and you're not even there, so I can get caught up on this. You have to ask the chat. To me, what I'm seeing of your face cam is off sync from the audio.
Really?
Yeah. Wait. Say something.
I'm going to say something.
Oh, there. Now it looks fine. I don't know. Maybe it just needed to catch up.
Weird. I'm looking over. I'm monitoring the stream over on the other side. So okay, it's kind of it's off-putting because I look over here and then I look over here, and I can see what I was just doing a second ago. And now if I do this, and then I do this, I just looked at myself, and now I'm okay. I gotta stop. All right,
stop doing that, will you?
All right, real quick. I gotta move my coffee because I need to grab the giant falcon here. What I've got here, I managed to get this much. Well, it's kind of hard to tell, but like it's right up to here because I just mixed it. But I got about this much of the AS20. The
oh, that's good amount.
The insignia white. So I got enough of that. And my plan today is to do a little bit of sponge chipping with this, and then getting a little bit of my yellow color kind of sprayed in around the edges and just kind of working some of the colors. And then I want to dust in some of the grays onto some of those panels that we identified last time. So that's the plan for me today. Yeah, just tone them down, get them a little bit of a different color. I'm in the middle of recording another episode of this right now, which is kind of funny. One of the things that I didn't do was paint all of the thrust vector plates and everything with everything because there was so much to paint that I wound up just kind of recording and putting together a little bit, and I need to paint all the thrust vector plates too, and I need to record that as well. So I may approach that. I may look at it a little bit differently. God, this thing is ungainly to hold. It does look really good though. And I need to get the light gray on those panels, the ones that that's actually not a bad place to start, is it? Or did I do that? I did do that. Yep. Yeah, that's right. It was just the dusting of the panels that needed to happen. Okay, perfect.
Hey, Ken. Right. Stephen Haynes, welcome.
Stephen. Ken says that's not what she says. Ken is saying hi to, so Ken's Hobby Bench is saying hey to Ken, and then Ken is saying hey to Ken.
As you do.
As you do. And Donna's saying hey to Ken. Okay. Man, where to even get going? This thing, just looking at it, is just a little like daunting.
Hey, you take your time, okay?
I will, absolutely. For you, sir.
For you, anything.
Yeah, you still got to get the base coat on, so I'm fine.
Oh, that's why I'm trying to do this now, is because the weather is going to be really nice this weekend in Phoenix. So I'm like, ooh, I need to get that done.
Yeah. Now we've been having some remarkably warm weather for this time of year, so it's probably right now. It's well, not today. Today is a brisk 52, but over the weekend it was about 70 degrees, so it's perfect for painting again. So I took advantage of it.
I just stuck my pink in super glue.
That's not how you do that.
I pulled a Jordan.
Yes, you did.
How's that even possible?
Right? Okay. The problem with switching back and forth between the Falcons is you kind of forget what you're doing and where you're at, and there's cat hair in this because this model is so huge. Good Lord. Okay. Here are all of the Louise. here are all of the thrust vector plates and all the remaining greeblies that needed to be painted for the bottom half of the Falcon. So went ahead and took care of that. I need to finish painting these for the episode. That'd be a great thing to do on stream, but I chose to do that for an episode instead because I was being lazy. So
as you do.
As you do. The Falcon, when I put videos out of this, I'm not going to get into metrics because I know it's boring for a lot of people, but when I do put videos out for this, they get watched. Like a lot of my videos probably get about, a third of all the views, people watch about a third of the video on average for whatever it is. But the Falcon gets like up to 75%, which is kind of crazy. So I just get a ton of watch time on these. So I've been definitely being conscious of that and trying not to skip too far ahead on stream. So I know that makes Todd happy as well.
I am not in any hurry. I have a lot of part works underway. So
yeah, you do.
They're here for you, not for me. I asked nicely. I'm like, you know what? It'll give me a reason to come in here and actually get this done, so I do get the base coat painted.
Exactly.
This on Saturday, and that way I don't have to work on the stream tomorrow because the Knight Rider dashboard should show up tomorrow.
Mine's arriving on Saturday.
Is it? I kind of want to make if it actually gets here in time for the stream. Kind of want to maybe see if what it looks like put in the car. What do you think?
Yes, 100%. That'd be amazing. Okay.
Casey's Model Mayhem is here. Don says, no Jedi mind tricks, Todd. Too late. Mind trick. But you know what? It does look better than having your face cam being really small in the corner. At least when I'm
It does, yeah. It does. As long as I just look at the thing, I'm like, oh my God, there's my face. I'm face adverse.
They like to see you.
I know. Okay, I think the place to start, I think today is going to be getting those panels lightly, just shaded a little differently.
Did you get your decals yet?
No, they have not arrived yet.
I think mine might be out in the mailbox. I can go check. I think they said they were supposed to arrive today. I'm only worried that if there's any decals that go under those actuators in the back.
Yeah, I think there are, and that's the thing.
And the only way to be sure is going to be looking at those ESB pics because the pictures in the magazine, I don't even think that has any decals on it.
It does not. So, yeah, I think just continuing to work on getting those panels that need to be just a little bit actuated, just a little more gray or.
So here's the thing about that. You may not want to do that because when you do the mist coat, the color coat, you can include that. You can include the decals in it, so kind of blends the decals in as well. You don't have any other colors to add, right? You did your dark, light, medium grays. You did your yellows.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. You needed on this thing. You had a gray strip that's missing from this.
Oh,
remember
right up
we
here,
caught it last edge? Yeah. I think there's half of that needs to be gray. Yeah.
Yep. It's actually right over the plate itself that you're about to create.
Oh, can you just take the landing plate out and paint it separately?
Yep.
Wouldn't that be the easiest way? It's probably just it's probably in the model. It was one of the landing doors,
Yep. That's exactly what it was.
Make life a little easier.
Yeah, no, that's a good point. And kind of leads me to wonder if I actually let you get caught up because I need those decals to show up. There's a bunch of the yellows and oranges that are kind of sprayed around. But once again, though, that's the thing.
See, to me, the reason I say weathering for last is because the weathering weathers everything. So all of your details, all of the colors and everything would get weathered on top of, right? All the weathering happens on the very last part of the. everything. The ship's done. It goes out in space and gets dirty, right?
Exactly.
So,
no, it's a very good point.
Let me. I'm trying to think of what else you could do. Do any of the parts that you have base painted, any of the additional parts need colors? Like I know some of the actuators, those are different colors.
They do.
Right?
They do.
So the actuators need some different colors. At least the veins on the very end of it. Hey James, welcome.
Hey James.
Yeah, I can't produce as easily because I'm actually sitting at my desk. So
yeah, we're both working.
Yeah, we're both doing a thing.
They're all just saying hi to each other. James is saying, here's a high Q for you. Jet scale in the breeze. Autumn leaves drift. Parts align. Models take to flight. I love it. Love it. That's awesome. And everyone's saying hi to each other. Make sure to start that. Perfect. Yeah, no, it's a good point. I will do that, and I think it's an opportunity to. I've got a couple hours in makeup time on the perfect grade that I can do as well. So, hopefully, YouTube Analytics is not paying too much attention to me tonight, because I'm not really going to be doing too much to this tonight.
Well, you could always build the next stages, couldn't you? Or do you need to do something to record that? And
yeah, I do all the recording for the stages on. Like, I'll do recording for all of that. So, yeah, no, it's totally fine. Like, a live stream is a live stream, and I don't think it's going to tell the difference between which Falcon I'm using and building on. So,
well, I'm building a Falcon. Does that work?
It really does, and it is the 43rd scale.
It is the right Falcon.
That's right. Perfect.
What is your thumbnail say?
Painting the 143rd Millennium Falcon. I am painting the 143rd Millennium Falcon. I was trying to keep the letters big enough on the screen, so I didn't put DeAgostini. Saw Wayne's videos today from Comic-Con. That Spider-Man looks pretty cool.
He does. He does. Darth Vader looks
huge,
better.
Though. Vader does look better. That's what sold me. So, is it available pre-order right now?
I think it's a notify me, which means they're trying to figure out like how many people want it and
got it.
How many do
definitely want to do that
for and all that.
The idea that it has like, you know, the original Anakin, the OG actor's face underneath is really cool to me.
Yeah, I didn't expect the helmet to come off.
Neither did I. And so that's the thing that really kind of got me. And then the detail of the armor, like if that's really what we're gonna get, I'm down for it. I'm all for it. Like sign me up. So
Don says, notify me, I did so. Yeah, that's just they'll just
Don, you're gonna do that? Awesome.
That'd be cool. Yeah. To one and all, autumn breath calls, models rise, craft with joy and care. It feels like we're getting AI'd. Are you AIing us? Or is he writing those things?
I wouldn't be surprised. Those are great.
Yeah, they're very good. They sound like the sound lyrics when you go into Suno and you're like, hey, so write me a song.
Chase is asking, did I clear it with Adam Savage to stream live at the same time as him today? Yeah, you know, I ran it by him and he's like, yeah, you know, you're fine. You're real fine. I saw that his streams happen at the same time on Thursdays. It made me laugh. Oh God, here's another one. It's a good one. Ian's not around. No poop talk to bring us down. Peaceful skies abound.
That doesn't mean there's not going to be some soundboard though. So
I mean, I am one click away from. Oh.
It's weird because it's like the first one never wants to play the whole thing.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm glad I did it for that instead of.
You okay?
Yeah.
We're never far away, James. We're never far away. So that light gray that you did yesterday for the perfect grade, what did you wind up using it? What did you wind up using to create it?
USAF light gray. So model
That
R
was it?
21276. Yep. Vallejo, which is weird because the bottle looks pink. So but it comes out light blue. So go figure.
Interesting.
Comes out a very cool blue or cool gray.
Okay.
That's what I was looking for.
Vallejo can be surprising from time to time.
From time to time.
Time after time. Oh, God. If you fall, will you catch me?
I will catch you.
I will be waiting. Time after time.
Boy, there's a lot of flipping this upside down, isn't there?
Oh, my God.
So much flipping.
So much flipping. I did that it was back and forth for like 2.5 hours while building the entire thing. It was awful.
I have that song stuck in my head.
So do I.
Go
slow. Sorry, everybody.
I'm left behind.
I will be waiting. Cat's probably in there like, what the hell is going on in there?
You're just singing to your bros, man. Come on.
Yep, that's right. Well, what do you mean? Two friends can't listen to Endless Love in the Dark. Whatever.
There, now it's in.
Oh no, they're
oh God,
Don
what's happening?
Says, notify me. I did so. It was very Yoda-esque, by the way, Don. Notify me. I did so. Oh, Ken, yes. Have you ever put butter on a Pop-Tart? It's so freaking good.
No.
It's from Family Guy. It actually is. It is pretty good. Mm-hmm.
No.
Yes.
That sounds no. It sounds awful.
It's delicious.
Oh.
It's from Family Guy.
I haven't tried it, so maybe I should.
Yeah, it's pretty good. Like it's legit pretty good. But you'll do it like once or twice and then forget about it and never do it again. So until you hear the song, you're like, oh yeah, I should do that. And then you do it once or twice and then you never do it again. It was the episode of Family Guy when Peter and Quagmire did the two guitar Simon and Garfunkel type band. Because they found out they can harmonize really well together.
Well, it's the same guy, so.
Right. Right. Keith says, Ken, that must be a Canadian thing. Huh? Or an East Coast thing. All right. That one's drying. So let's take a look. What color are the actuators? We get 2 medium gray and 1 dark. Let's make sure it's not the famed center one that's smaller than every other single one that we got wrong on the perfect grade. And I think I found it.
This is not the actuator you're looking for.
That's right. Yeah, I found it. Okay. These, I'm just going to brush paint them because I want the weathered effect. What did I use for grays on this one? I used... What did I use? I used neutral gray and dark gray. Yes, Ken, you did. He says, Jordan, did I change the song in your head? Yeah, actually you did. Now it's the Pop-Tart song that's getting stuck in my head. Don says, well, Todd's Jedi mind trick worked. It did. I mean, but it worked because it makes sense. I am waiting for the decals to arrive. I placed my order and I actually had to email the person and say, hey, did you forget? Because like we all placed our order at the same time that night. And I think I was the last one of the at the food dish, and I didn't actually get my like order for whatever reason. So they had to send it post haste, so to say.
You know, I forgot. I actually already went to the mailbox. Let's see if these decals are any good. Maybe you'll save some time. Hang on. This guy, what is this guy's name? Dannon? Like the yogurt.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, they're pretty good.
Are they?
Yeah.
Excellent news.
You know what's interesting? They say 143rd and then they say PG, which that means perfect grade. Oh, right. Now that's kind of cool. So they are 143. But you can use the decal guide. It says right here, numbers correspond with the Bandai Falcon.
So what?
You can, because yeah, they're definitely bigger. These are the Bandai ones. So that means you can use the decal guide from the Bandai to put these on.
Excellent. That's so worth the money right there.
Yeah. They do look really good.
Awesome.
Yeah, they look really good. Like there's a logo here that says Marines. This one says drive safely.
Dude, that's awesome. Oh yeah.
I mean, it has the Route 1 that you wouldn't use. That's from A New Hope, but I would imagine the rest of these are pretty good. Because I know there's like there was supposed to be like a Champion spark plug and
right.
Which there's the Champion logos right there. You can see there's 4 of them.
Super cool.
Yeah. It might work. You know what I think this guy did? There's the Die Hard logo for the Die Hard batteries. You can't see it because it's white, but it's right there. Die Hard batteries.
Do you think he just scanned and blew it up?
Yep. I bet you he did. Well, let's look. Let's see if the layout's exactly the same, like the spacing and everything.
The numbers look the same too.
Oh, he even used the numbered circles. Yeah, that's all he did.
Yeah.
So he must have scanned in the perfect grade decals and then upscaled them.
Yeah. And then printed them, and wow.
Yeah. He did clean them up though. He really did. A lot. Like I don't know if you're going to be able to see right here where it says. Let me see if I can get this in the camera. It says like VMA something AW533, and it's right up to the edge of the sticker.
Yeah.
On this little red box with the white inside.
Yeah.
So he actually cleaned that up. So it's not exactly the same. So he didn't just blow it up and just reprint these. And they are on white backing, which is even better.
Awesome.
There's Excel. Remember spark plug cables from AutoZone? The Excel.
Oh,
yeah. No, he actually cleaned them up. This is going to work really nice, I think. And that we can use the perfect grade guide. That's even better.
That is so fantastic. That is so awesome. Worth the money.
All right.
They're only they were only like $18.
Yeah, no, and he ships them in like a hardcover. a cardboard pouch, you know.
Awesome.
So let's see where I put these, and I'll lose them before you know it. I'm going to put them with the rest of the Falcon parts. Everybody listening, I'm putting them with the Falcon parts. All right. They'll be gone in 2 seconds. I'll come looking for them, and they'll be gone.
I'll tell you what, whenever I have my own workshop, it's going to have like a part work storage system. Like, to store part work parts, it takes a whole system. Like, it's insane. Yes. So that is something that storage is something that I think about constantly.
Yeah, my girlfriend's doing the same thing. She's like, you need this rack and this rack and this kind of organizer over here and this organizer here. And I'm like, you're right.
Where are... Let's set that down. Okay. Perfect. That's a good color.
Really? You're going to be a pain in my rear?
The familiar sound of the clip of that model going together.
I don't know how these two pins out here can go in the right place, and this one in the center doesn't want to go.
What do you mean?
Yeah, it's in now.
Oh. Yeah, what Todd is doing right now is not a very, like, it's satisfying to do because you're finally clearing out a mess of parts. Like, you literally have, you don't install a single one of those panels until the stages where you're actually assembling them. And you just have to store so much crap for this model, and then all of a sudden it goes together all at once. But the process is a little bit of a pain in the butt because you have to keep flipping the model over and then, you know, up and down, up and down, up and down, up and down, over and over and over. Oh.
Yeah, I'm trying to, I'm trying to follow the instructions somewhat so they match.
Mm-hmm.
You know, if somebody's built this before, that I'm not doing it too drastically differently. But
right.
There's a part of me that's like, I would have slapped all these panels on first, then turned the whole thing over and screwed them all in. But it is what it is.
It is what it is. And I'm being intentionally a little messy with my brush strokes too on these vector plates, brush vector plates or whatever.
As you do.
As you do. Kind of get some cheap weathering in place before you install. Right. Then I think this will last a little bit, and I'm going to bust that. I got like 2 hours of perfect grade time to work on, so continue to work on that and get caught up with you there.
Well, I mean, as soon as I'm done, basically with getting the bottom of this done, I have to stop too. So,
yep.
Now it said 7 screws. All right.
Dark gray.
There's 7. What do you know? There's so many screws here. You're just like, I don't know.
Oh my God. You know what? I'm gonna throw this away. Wow. That dark gray was separated and done.
This is pretty sturdy once you get all these panels on.
Yeah, once you get the panels on it, like, and there comes a point when you screw in a certain panel, like it starts actually to get like legit rigid. It's getting stiff.
No new chat. Trying to keep up with that.
Yep, I keep looking over just to make sure. Yeah, definitely need to get proper mixing head for this thing, but it does waste a little bit of paint. James, I definitely see what you were saying the other day. Yeah.
And flip it over again.
I remember that.
Did the little glue dot trick work for keeping your thing stable?
Actually, it really did. It was like a poor man's Loctite.
Yeah.
It worked perfectly. Excuse you, phone. Discord's going. What?
Discord needs to understand this is our time.
Right. Yeah. Just kind of. Oh my god, dude! You know what I'm gonna do? So I'm gonna silence my phone.
This one is sit flush.
What y'all doing in Discord? I just kind of took. Jeez. Yeah, I just took the brush, and after I got it nice painted, I went ahead and just kind of went over it and pulled some of the paint off to just kind of give it a little bit of a weathered effect there. So.
Yes. That's what I did. I just dragged the brush off. Just, drag the brush around. It does pretty good.
Exactly. All right. Well, I can actually install the thrust vector plates here. Why not? Can I do that right now? I don't know. Don't have any instructions to look forward to easily online right now.
Yeah, but we have all the PDFs.
That's very true. Also the magazines.
Mm-hmm. I have all 100 magazines. Well, I mean all 100 PDFs. If you want to look ahead for whatever reason.
Yeah, that might be interesting. Although some part of it, like I still don't look too far ahead with even like the Enterprise, for instance. Like I want some of it to kind of be a little bit of a surprise in a way,
Yeah.
And I did, however, I obsessively read through your kit, the entire kit build, up to where you were at the time, a while back, and it was like I'm familiar with everything that I'm about to do. Basically, now I'm at the part with kit where I'm about to build the engine, so I'm looking forward to that. And getting the Mike Lane parts this weekend is going to be super cool. Thinking about recording an episode for that.
Yeah.
Just for that.
All right. Hopefully he sent everything I asked. We shall see.
Did you say something about you were saying the other night that sorry, this thing is just kind of ungainly. The scanner is going to be the standalone scanner that we're getting. Is that correct?
No, we'll get the one with the ultimate kit.
Okay. Oh, he was sending. Is he sending you the?
He's sending me a separate one. Yes.
Got
so
it.
I can write up a separate story on it. Yes.
Got it. Perfect. All right. So let's get this back into frame here. We are. All right. That gray panel is now installed. Let's take a look. I'm going to look ahead to the magazines.
Ken has a question for you.
Okay.
That I'm not going to read out loud.
That would be funny if it was.
No. No, I don't think so.
I like how you can't just emphatically say no, like you don't have one. He just says,
Well, hang on, let me check. No, it's not.
No, it's not. No, I'm not sure what you're seeing. Are you talking about this thing? This is a massaging gun. So
sure it is.
I don't know. God.
Sure it is.
And now it's gone. The cat, Soji, is Soj. There she is. So we can grab her real quick. There, Boo. Oh, come here. There she is. She's purring, but doesn't want to have any part of what I'm doing right now.
No.
So
she's a cat. That's not how they work.
There was a spider up there in that corner this morning, and it's not there anymore, and it worries me. So where is it?
Does this have a front
Where
or back?
is he? What's that?
This part. Does it have a front or back?
No.
It absolutely does.
No.
Yeah, it's
Really?
directional. Yep. Yeah, because the bumps on this piece are not on the same side, so this does have a specific way it goes on. This way or this way. How'd you put yours on is the question. He just slapped it on there. He wasn't even paying attention.
No. Hey, Buck.
Hey, Donnie.
Hey, Donnie. They're saying hi to the kitty. Yeah, no, Soji is definitely around. She was sleeping.
Well, you
and
don't
now
wake up
she
a cat
is
that's
not.
sleeping.
No. She was, but now she is not. Okay, let's take a look ahead. When do I install the cross vector plates? It's 51, not 51.
All right, according to this stupid thing,
Not
you can't
this
see in
one.
this picture very well. So let's pull up a picture of the real ship. Where's my phone?
I was listening to that metal Star Trek theme.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah, man. He did it for Voyager, Deep Space Nine, Stargate SG-1. He did it for a bunch of shows. He's really good. And he also does like side scroller video games on YouTube. So he's a lot of fun to watch. So when do we install? Oh.
Where do you suppose I put those? Did I do them under here? Enterprise D? No. PG Falcon build. Overlays.
Yeah, actually, you're right. I can't. Those decals are going to need to go under some of those thrust vector plates. So, looks like I'm moving on to the perfect grade Falcon. James is saying, hey, I almost pulled the trigger on a new camera for the overhead angle for shooting my vids. Maybe you have some suggestions. He wants 4K and lens for fairly close up, maybe 45 millimeter or question mark, and optical zoom.
Are you buying an all-in-one camera, or are you buying a body DSLR type setup? And what are you using 4K for?
Yeah, James.
I question
has mentioned
everybody.
that
What do they really need 4K for?
Yeah.
Especially when most of the audience is on a phone. Most of your audience, if you go look, even if it's your metrics, you're going to see everybody's on a phone. That 4K is a waste. It adds a ton of storage space. It adds a ton of editing time and processing. The files are bigger. Unless you're going to blast it on a movie screen, I don't know why you'd ever shoot in 4K. It just makes things tougher. Or if you're going to zoom in, like if you want to be able to clip in you want to take a shot you have and zoom in on something and still have it be like 1080p, because you can even take 1080 and zoom into a quarter of it and have it be 720 and it's still okay.
Right.
You got to think about what your audience is doing. As for the lens, it depends. I mean, I can get the ZV-1 that we're using will focus up to 20 millimeters. So away, like I can bring this camera down and it'll focus really close. So, this is the part I was talking about right here, Jordan. See this little part right there? You can see it's got that thing. It's got two divots on one end.
Yeah.
And see how they're closer to one end and not the other? So this is directional. I installed
it correctly. I
don't have this installed yet. I don't know if this is right. I'm looking at my pictures.
Oh.
But yes, this is so my camera is like right on top of it. So the ZV-1 focuses very close, and it's very fast focusing, which is why we kind of chose it. Sony ZF. Todd, you were in Ted. Okay. Yep. That's true. Yep. That's my opinion. Let's see. And cheap. I have a GoPro 11, but not sharp enough. Todd, you're entitled to your opinion. Sony ZF. Is that you're talking ZF lenses?
Okay.
We'll wait for him to answer there.
All right. And for me,
if you're talking lenses, go ahead.
Yeah. No, I'm just saying, like, I am not by any means an expert. So Todd is definitely much more of an expert when it comes to camera stuff than I am. That's for certain. Okay. That's about as far as I can go on that one. So let's grab the perfect grade. A little bit easier to manage here. Much smaller on the table, which is nice.
Oh, no. This is a ZF1. So Z Foxtrot. Zulu Foxtrot 1. They have a new one, a ZV-1F, which is even a little better, which does HDMI audio out as well, which would be nice because then I could hang my wireless mic receiver on my camera. Right now it's plugged into the back of the computer. Correct, Donnie. No, the ZV-1 is good. The ZV-1F does a little more. Yeah, Jordan's got a baby. He's got his little cute little baby Falcon.
Little baby Falcon here today. Yeah, for anybody guys who's just joining, I have the decals coming from someone on Etsy, and yeah, kind of need to get those on next before anything else really happens. And so I got 2 hours of makeup time on the Falcon, so I'm gonna go ahead and use it tonight. Why not? Kind of works out. It's 4:52, so we did this right. Perfect. So last night on stream, I got all my red panels put down. So tonight, I'm going to work on getting my gray panels put down, both shades, at least the dark and mid gray. Then I'll do the light gray last. So grab my instructions.
As long as if you can move the camera, you don't need to zoom. I would much rather move the camera than zoom. Donnie's saying the ZV-1F doesn't have zoom, but yes, when you have it on ARM, I don't need to zoom. I'd rather do this and keep it wide. Telephoto closes the iris up and lets less light in when I can move the camera and keep it at the wide setting. All right, I was doing something. Oh, I was looking at the pictures. Did I put them here?
Wow, I have all those pictures on my computer, and I did not put them on anything I can share.
How's the new monitor layout working for you on your?
Oh, I love it.
Yeah.
Yeah, here I'll show you. Let me turn on my other camera. So I did a couple things differently here. Let's wait for this to cut over here. All right, so I got rid of my desk monitor that was there, that little like 12-inch thing, and I hung a 22 up there
Nice.
on an arm, so it's out of my way. And then I got the wireless mic. So that boom mic I'm going to take down. So I just have one arm in the background now.
Awesome.
If I could hang that camera off my upper bar, off this bar up here, I would. But that arm is not designed to work upside down because it uses gravity against the springs. So if you flip it upside down, it'll just extend fully straight and just stay there. So, but yeah, I just keep my camera on this arm. That's my other ZV-1. And I can bring it down whenever I want. Yes, I can read chat now.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
It's awesome. Oh, yeah.
I have a mobile camera and I have a regular camera. All right, I need to go check because I want to make sure we get this right. So I will be right back.
Sounds good.
I won't be able to hear you, but my mic will still work, I'm sure.
Okay. James is saying the movie industry has tanked since last year with the writer's strike and actor strike, so not much disposable income at this time. Yeah, those cameras really can go kind of nuts. And, I mean, obviously, this is like inside talk for all of the creators and stuff like that. But, I mean, you can also go fairly simple. Like my face cam is an E-Meet webcam. This camera is also an E-Meet webcam, but it's a little bit different. It has zoom and all of that. The camera that's over here, that's also the same camera, just doesn't have the zooming function. And then the side camera that I have over here, I have a Sony CX405. So yeah, they're all fairly good cameras. I mean, once again, you can go. This model or this hobby is expensive in many different ways, whether it's through, the model itself. Like this model is like a $400 model, and God knows how much time and effort and money has been sunk into this. And then you can also go crazy just with, the model stuff itself. And then the whole recording side of everything as well. So, like I'm currently in the conundrum of needing a new computer, but I needed to get a new mic because my mics weren't strong enough and lasting long enough. And so, it's always this kind of this give and take of content creation where you'd rather just be building stuff like this, but you have to think about all the other stuff as well. Yeah, it's interesting. It really is. Oh, okay, perfect. Yeah, maybe add to your description. Maybe I can refer to it later. The camera names, absolutely. And when I have, I need to actually schedule time with Todd. I was supposed to do it earlier this week, but work kind of got in the way. But once you get the website up and running, I'll actually have a section on the website with the equipment that I use for both recording and for building models. So, fortunate to actually have some nice equipment now because of the generosity of other people, which is really nice. Donnie's asking how I like the CX405. I really do like it. I just don't like it for the overhead. The overhead view, it's grainy for whatever reason. I get a much cleaner video capture. Like I use a 4K webcam for this camera right here, but I use it at 1080 because it's able to shoot at 60 frames. The CX405, fantastic for the side shot, a little wider. I like to be able to zoom. The zoom is really nice on it. It has a 60 times zoom. But it's not everything that I was hoping it would be. Like when I bought it, it was kind of like a big investment, and I use it every so often. Like when I actually use it in a video, I'm like, oh wow, I actually use that camera in a video. Oh, good for you. That sort of thing. Even though I take the time to fire it up and get it going every single time, like even now tonight, because I'm running the video straight through StreamYards, I would have to manually switch over. So I guess I could probably do that if I were to go to. It says stop extra camera. So I have to choose. By the way, did you figure out which side's which?
Yeah, so it's the two little divots on the side of that cylinder.
Yeah.
Those should be towards the front of the ship.
Yep, I got it. I got it right. Very nice. Buck's like, you have as many or more cameras as I do. I want the idea that I want to do is be able to present, like I want to be able to show things without just being like, oh, hey, look, right from this angle. But really, I've got accustomed to using just this angle for making videos. So what I find I use the other cameras for is like the face camera, obviously, and then the side cameras for when I'm like trying to, like, say for instance, taping off part of the larger Falcon. It's a little bit difficult to get like a camera in to see what I'm doing, and sometimes being able to show from a side angle versus a front angle is a little bit better. So I've thought about it. I would like a better camera. A ZV-1 is definitely in the future, but the cameras that I have right now totally work. It was really the audio that was the big thing for me. So getting these no ear mics are really nice. So yeah. James says, I actually bought the camera Todd mentioned, but canceled it 5 minutes later. Earlier today. Yeah, those are,
they're not cheap.
They're not cheap, and that's the thing. Like, yeah, it's no. And what's funny is there's when it comes to technology, you never want to get basement level. Like, you don't want to get the cheapest because it's going to be the cheapest. But man, let me tell you, you can start to spend a pretty penny when you get to the higher levels of stuff.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
You could buy some Canon R series or Red cinema cameras. You need some of those?
Yeah, Sony Red cameras. Oh my god. James, I'm sure, is very familiar with the Sony Reds.
Oh, Jet says he bought the camera and then canceled it 5 minutes later. Oh well. That's okay.
Dash says, I wonder how many cameras you can run into OBS. You can run as many as you want. It depends on the limitations of your computer and how many ports you have. But it will, I think OBS only will show like one, unless you set up a scene where it's like a picture in a picture. It's really difficult. Like with Wayne, for instance, I'm really fascinated by his, like the amount of work that Wayne does for his video creation is insane. Like when he says, you know, here, I'm going to show this camera to you and I'm going to show this to you up on this camera. And he'll say it like, this will look better up on the front camera. And it's kind of like a little, like an audio cue to himself. But his cuts, like the way he transitions between his cuts are amazing. But then to do that, he's got all of his cameras running at the same time on their own SD cards. And then he has to unload all of those SD cards and then load them all up and then sync them all up. Like Wayne is a hero. He really is. Like he does amazing work. And so it's one of the things I was trying to like replicate at least a little bit. I try to do a little bit of that, but that's a lot. Like thankfully, like he's able to do this for a job because that's a lot of editing. So it's amazing. Okay.
Well, he's got a pretty good flow down because he can he syncs all the cameras up and then lets them all run, and then just like a TV producer or a director of a live television show, he can just select cameras and it records that output, and he can jump between them as it's playing through, and that he records the output, right? So he can choose his scenes as it on the fly.
It's super cool.
He has a video, I think, where he showed how his setup works. It's from maybe a couple years ago.
I'm gonna have to find that because I'm super fascinated.
Yeah, he shows how to do it.
Okay, 86. Really? That's all, huh? I guess it makes sense. Let's see here. Yeah, Dash. He uses Adobe.
Is it on
And Dash is
Patreon,
saying,
Dash?
he said, yeah, he said he thinks it's on Patreon.
Oh, well, that just means it's unlisted.
Yeah.
It's still out there.
Yeah.
I'll see if I can find it. Or if Dash is a Patreon, he can find it. I can put a link to the camera in Discord if you want, Jet, that we bought. Searching ink and audience appeal and prioritize. I like to build zooming in on specific areas gives you more latitude when it comes to editing. No, that's what I said. If you're going to do that, if you're going to make that, if you want to have that option where you can zoom in on a section of your 8K screen and still have a full HD picture, then yes, I could see shooting in 4K.
Yep.
But it's not just all wonderful, butterflies and rainbows, as either.
In my experience, like, it was one of the first things that Todd, he asked me, like, are you shooting 4K? I'm like, yep. He was like, stop.
No, I just asked,
yeah,
I asked you why. I said, why? I mean,
Yep.
what are you using it for? I mean, if you're just
Right.
shooting in 4K to shoot in 4K because it's available and you're not actually using the ability of 4K in the acts of like zooming in on different parts of it or whatever, then yeah, you're just kind of wasting space, time, money, effort.
Exactly.
Do you really need to do all that?
That was the thing. So yeah, I mean, James, for sure, like, we're glad to share the opinions. Very strange. Real quick, 79. You've probably already done this, Todd, but I noticed that 79 covers like 2 panels here. Oh, never mind. So they give us 79A and 79B.
Yeah, you do them separately if you want that white line between the panels to show up.
Right.
I did it just because why not?
Right. Cool. I will do that. Jet asks about what about future proofing? I guess the question would be like, are you asking like for longevity of like YouTube videos and stuff like that? Like, that is a good question. Something I hadn't really considered, but once again, like,
now when you say future proofing, what do you think is going to happen? They're not going to support 1080 anymore?
Right. I guess that is a good question.
Like all videos have to be 4K. I still, my thing is that I have a 4K television in my living room, right? I can't tell the difference between 4K and 1080. The only way I can tell the difference is if I go up to be like 8 inches away from the screen. Then I can see the difference.
Right.
Yeah, you know what I mean? And on a phone, nobody can tell the difference. There's nobody's eyes that are good enough to tell the difference. I don't care if the phone has a 4K screen. You just can't, it's just not visible. That's why I don't think 8K will ever take off. Now, if we're talking again about a movie theater screen or a billboard or something like that where the screen is just massive, yes, then that makes sense. But for a home user making YouTube videos just to chill on a television or a mobile device or an iPad or something, yeah. Okay, so Dash is going to put the link for the ZB1. Okay. Jet says maybe. Kevin says the Nexus did a few videos and he had part of it reversed, and the other one he had the sound cut out at the end. It doesn't proof his video for posting. That's all right. Buck put up an entire black video for like 2 hours.
Yeah, he did. That
yeah,
was hilarious.
When he closed up the Ecto 1, the one that made me actually lose my mind. His video of him doing that, it was just black screen for 2 hours. Jet says, as more devices and displays support 4K, uploading those resolution ensure content stays relevant. Looks great on the latest tech. Okay. Donnie says, ZB1 is a great zoom, and using the digital zoom to go beyond physical zoom doesn't really degrade the image, especially at 1080.
Dash says, so you would know if it's 720p then. You know what? Like, I keep coming back to this. The NFL broadcasts at 720. When you watch football games,
Yep.
They broadcast 720. They shoot in 4K. But that's so the director or the producer, the director on site in the truck can zoom in on parts of the screen that weren't even being captured originally, right? So they have a box they can move around on each camera. So they can look at different parts of what the camera can see, but where they're only broadcasting a certain piece of what the camera can see. And it lets them go out, it lets them zoom in. They have all sorts of options. So I see the reason why people would be able to do that. I'm saying for most home users, it's probably a bit excessive for most YouTubers. If you're a professional, that's totally different. And yeah. Donnie, I don't trust digital zoom, and I don't use zoom at all. I'd rather move the camera than zoom it. But it does have a good zoom, and the zoom is very good. But when you zoom in, it also increases your focal distance. So the camera has to be farther away to get it to zoom, right? If I were to zoom all the way in, yes, it would zoom in. That's fully digital. I don't digital zoom. That's full optical zoom. I go down, it's going to start getting out of focus because it cannot. That's it, and that's probably a foot away from the model.
Wow.
Right now, if I bring the camera back up, zoom it all the way out, my focal distance is back to 22 centimeters, so I can go way down. I can get real close, and it'll stay focused. You know what I mean? So that's why I don't like to zoom if I have to. I'd rather keep the zoom. I'd rather move the camera than use a zoom lens or for that purpose. It has purposes, but in this little studio, it doesn't. I'd be perfectly happy with a Z1F. Where are we at? It's a funeral video. I don't know what that means. Buck says you're welcome. How sturdy are the landing gear on the PG Falcon? They're actually quite sturdy. What do you think?
Super sturdy, actually. It's kind of disturbing how sturdy the landing gear are. This model, once it's together, is super solid. Like, it's a solid model. I only worry about flipping it over just because the electronics. I haven't mounted the power box yet. So it kind of flops around on the inside a little bit. So I'm just a little bit ginger with turning it over. But yeah, overall, like, they're pretty solid. I haven't decided how I'm going to display this model. I'm kind of leaning towards it being landed. I don't know. But I didn't install the landing ramp. So I don't know. Oh, one of my fins over here.
You are fully functional, aren't you?
Of course, in every way. I am programmed in multiple techniques. A broad variety of pleasuring.
Dash says he only smashes the like button when you lose it. So there you go, Dash. Now you can do it.
Oh, God. Oh. Donnie says one of my landing gears is brass reinforced. That's such a great idea what you did there. I really like what you did. Using the landing gear as the way of a
That's you're like a professional.
Right?
Yeah. Jordan's gone bye-bye. Right. That's right. Can you tell I've been using digital zoom on the stream? Yes, Donnie. It is noticeable. Not very often, but you can see it. You can tell. Because digital, I mean, the sensor in this camera is not that big. So when you digital zoom, you're cropping the sensor down and trying to enhance the pixels that remain.
Donnie says, yes, do it landed. There will be two of us doing it landed. It's actually...
What is he saying? 21.2%. I don't know what that means. On TV, tablet is 11.3. Is he talking about? I wonder if he's talking about his percentage of people viewing his videos. Maybe. I don't know.
Interesting. We both get a message. My phone also made a bunch of noise at the same time. Okay. 79 and 79B and then 82. So these panels here on the perfect grade, they basically there's gray here and then a white swath, then a gray here and then another white panel, and then there's two more panels up here at the top. But we're going to paint them individually, although they're the same colors, so I can maintain that white line in between the two. It's a lot of extra work, but why not? So 82A. There we go. Saw Ian getting his decals down. They actually look pretty good.
They actually do, don't they?
Yeah. I'm like pleasantly surprised, actually. I still want to paint though. Like this is the only way I'd want to approach this model.
No, I'm learning. That's why I don't mind doing it.
Yeah, exactly.
This is that's my mule for this one. You know, this one's going to be the end all be all. Hopefully.
Exactly.
Even though that one's more accurate, this one's a lot bigger, more eye catching.
Donnie's saying hello.
Let's see. Try again. It's about what people watch my vids on what device. Look at my analytics. 35 watch on a computer, 32.6 on a mobile phone, 26. Try again. I don't know what. Yeah, that's what I was saying. Is he looking at the analytics to see who watches on your devices? Like what devices are your viewer, your audience using? Like you should cater your channel to your audience.
Yeah, absolutely. And then what you're also able to do technology-wise, like your computer can handle it. That was the thing that I ran into ultimately in the end. The decision that led me to going away from shooting in 4K was it melted my first laptop. I had a fairly powerful laptop, and it did not do well with editing the 4K videos. And the amount of space. Like, I had the ability to shoot 4K on my phone, and it shot really nice. Phones really do shoot very nice, actually. One thing I found.
Just don't blow up the image.
Nope. That's also what I found.
Jet says, I'm probably going to get the Sony Todd. Thank you for taking the time to comment. You're welcome. TV is how I watch most of my YouTube videos on other people's. Yeah. Well, and the thing about TV is that's when you can tell when people are shooting in like 720, right? If you have like a 4K television and it has to upscale it, you know, you can tell when somebody's shooting in 1080 or 720, you know, and I imagine even frame rate probably even matters more. Like somebody shooting in like, you know, 30p versus 60 when there's motion at least. What the hell are we doing here? Oh, okay. All right. We're okay.
Yep, wrong one.
That's how I wondered, how come a person who doesn't know how to use decals, the ones you're painting, will be able to tell the difference? Can a person who doesn't know who used decals, the ones you're painting, would they be able to tell the difference? I guess it depends. I'll tell you this much: the decals that Ian put on his Valkyrie were phenomenal. They were so well done. They looked painted on.
Wow,
that Valkyrie was phenomenal. He brought it to Wonderfest the first year I was there, and I'm like, ooh, I'm like, you didn't do this. Who did this for you? And I mean, the decals are going to have nice sharp edges, and the thing is we still have to do the decals. We're just not doing the panels.
Yeah,
so we got to do all the greebly decals. But I don't know. I'm having fun. I would have never tried the press and seal thing. I would have never, tried layering paints or mist coats and color filter. I would have never tried any of that stuff. I've never done oil weathering before, so it could be a great thing or a disaster. We shall find out.
What did you think of the press and seal?
I liked it. I'm not sure that it would have saved me that much time over taping it, though.
Right.
Now, I think it was quicker to remove.
That's for sure.
Yeah. Jed says, I never watch on my phone. I don't like watching videos on my phone either. I have an iPad. Sometimes I'll watch them on there, but 99% of the time I'm watching on my computer.
Yep.
Jed says, I imagine it's for a younger generation who also has a shorter attention span, which is why there's shorts and reels and TikTok.
Oh my God. I got stuck in the YouTube shorts the other night for like hours.
My roommate will do that. He'll literally sit out on the TV in the living room, and he'll just watch YouTube shorts for 4 hours straight.
Oh my God, I can understand why. It's so annoying. That's the algorithm trying things on you. Do you like this?
Mm-hmm.
Do you like that? You must like this.
Well, if you like that, how about this? Can I recommend this?
Would you like this?
Advertising pops up in the middle of the YouTube streams and cuts in somebody was saying and you miss it. Yeah. I have YouTube Premium, so I don't run into that problem. But before I got Premium, I had an ad blocker and it was wonderful. And then, of course, YouTube came along and blocked all the ad blockers. They blocked the blockers. And it's like watching television with commercials. I can't do it. It's just brutal.
Yeah, I've actually. Are there advertisements that pop up on my streams? Anybody let me know. I'm curious.
I didn't think they could if you weren't monetized, because if they're playing ads on your stream, you should get paid for that. But I wouldn't be surprised if they do it anyway.
Yeah, I'm curious. Let me know. People are playing if the ads play on my stream. Like, I personally don't care. Like, I'm getting close to the first phase of monetization, but really not concerned.
Let's see. Hang on. Oh, we're almost off. Oh. Dash says that's why I pay for YouTube. I don't want the commercials. YouTube music included. Greebly decals. Greeb cows.
Greeb cows.
No, that's the difference between a Greebly and a Greeble. AL is a decal, right? No? Dash says, I'm watching this on my phone right now. It's just harder to see what you guys are doing compared to a bigger monitor. Yes.
Yeah.
Jet says, Dash, spend the $11. No commercials. Donnie says he likes the press and seal. Donnie also pays for YouTube. Well, I'm sure that's what they were hoping. That's why they blocked all the ad blockers.
Exactly.
They want people to pay for it. I pay. Yeah, I never watch TV network broadcasts. Exactly, Jet. We we paid for Sling this year to watch football, and the commercials are in it. So the mute button gets a workout on the television when football's on. Like, just can't take it.
Yeah, I can't. TV commercials are the absolute worst, man.
Yeah. All right.
Okay. Speaking of press and seal, it's time.
Is it time to press and seal?
It's time. We're going to press and seal.
You're not just going to press, right? You're going to press and seal.
And seal. Right.
All right. That's what I'd like to hear.
All of our grays. There's going to be 2 more panels that we're going to put over in this corner for our gray, but no, I didn't quite do all the work that I need to do. Although, do I really need to do it? I normally tape around these masks hold them down.
I didn't do that last night. It came out fine.
Okay, I'm gonna give that a try. Why not?
Yeah. Dash says it doesn't happen on certain devices, but like watching SpaceX landing the booster, it happened right before it's about to come in. Thanks for the skip button at times. Yeah.
Oof.
Jet says YouTube is the way, or torrent. I don't know what you're talking about, Jet. Where that retract button? It doesn't matter. You can retract it all you want. StreamYard's still going to show it. We learned that, didn't we?
That's right. Hi, Alan. Welcome to the stream. He says, hi, guys. Only built a few stages so far. Continuing to collect issues to build in bigger chunks and collecting mods. It's been difficult since Shapeways. I'm assuming you meant shutdown, but I see it was spelled shit down, which makes me very happy.
It's a shit down.
It's a shit down. For
Shapeways
sure.
was a shit down. Eagle Mess was a shit down. You know.
Yep. Donnie says the only time they put ads in your stream if you're not monetized is if you have content in your video that you don't own the rights to. Then the rights holder can put ads in your stream. According to Google.
No, they will put ads in your stream. They just give the money to the copyright holder.
Interesting.
Yeah.
And James is saying he got his original YouTube channel about 14 years ago. Wow. Still have it. That's amazing.
That's impressive.
Alan says, yeah, sorry, stupid autocorrect. No, that was actually a fantastic autocorrect right there. James
I meant to say duck.
Duck. Back when YouTube actually didn't care about swearing and everyone could just swear all they wanted in their videos. Oh.
Mm-hmm.
And now you hear people use most innovative ways of swearing now, especially the Brits.
Oh, we get to put on all the gooblies on the back. Interesting. All this stuff back here. Where am I going to put the nose of this? Put it right there. Can you guys still see? No, you can't really see that. Maybe up here, and I'll pull the camera back. Oh, there we
go. Yeah, OSM in the warehouse. Yeah, it's been rough. That's a horse that we could all beat to death, and has been beaten to death. That's for sure. So the way I look at it when it comes to Partworks is be wary what you sign up for, but also be aware what you sign up for. Like, it's part of the deal. Like, you will get your parts sometime. So that's the thing. Like, I understand why people get upset about it. Obviously, I have a unique perspective on it because I'm building so many damn models that I could care less if I'm not getting all my stages right now. But you know, I do like to continue on with the builds, and I've been fortunate. Only kit has been delayed, and it's only been for about 4 months. I'm still waiting on stage 32 for the DeAgostini model. Thank you, Dash. I still thank you. Like, there's a lot of people who are getting very upset that stage 32 is not available. And it's all been bought up. Like, there's not many stage 32s available on eBay these days. So, like, if you have one or you want to sell one, just saying.
Just call your buddy in Brazil. That's where they seem to be getting them all from.
Yeah, seriously. But otherwise, like, with kit, and, you know, I'm not too worried about it. I'm curious, you know, like, I'm assuming the Vader is probably going to have some delays because it's a new part work and everything like that. So, it is what it is. I'm not going to try to do a dedicated series for that model. I may take the approach. That's why I'm kind of glad with Kit that I took the approach of doing that model only on streams. Like I've done, this is the 15th Dockyard stream, and I've done this 13 weeks in a row now. So yeah, it's been 13 weeks since I've been able to build anything for Kit, and you know, I can't wait, but I also can wait. I'm totally fine. It's just part of the deal. Just know what you're getting yourself into. I didn't when I signed up for this whole thing.
If you're incredibly impatient, Partworks are not for you. That's for sure.
That's right. you know, and if you've been doing it for a long time, like guys like Buck who've been doing this for a while now and had to go through the whole Eagle Moss crap, and you know, I'm sure there just comes a point where you just had enough, and it makes total sense to me. You know, like I get it. If I could afford to purchase entire kits, I would. And that's something that I think I'd like to do a little bit more of later on. I've thought about this a couple of times, and I don't even know how feasible it would be, but get a whole kit, like an IXO kit that's not like a super complicated, because I've seen some of their kits. Some of the IXO kits are not super complicated. Get an entire kit and see if I can build one in one live stream and see if we can take it over a course of like 12 hours or something like that. I thought about it, actually.
That's funny.
So,
you know, I think Wayne tried that. He tried to build an entire kit, and he was planning on going 24 hours, and he didn't.
Oh, really? Oh, man. So that's the thing. Like, knowing that, like, I mean, the amount of screws you can turn, like, I mean, obviously, I would get super distracted. All you'd have to do is hit one fart button, and you lost me for 20 minutes. But you know, something about.
Oh, you okay?
Oh shit. So yeah, I'd imagine that I wouldn't be able to do quite, you know, one in one day, but like, hey, that'd be something fun to try. Like that'd be a blast to try to give it a shot too. So that'd be nice. That's definitely, like, I would say a bucket list sort of thing for me a little bit, would be to be able to do, like, just get a whole kit and build, and then like do something fun like a car and see if we can do it in one stream, something like that. So
you might be able to do it in a weekend, but I don't know.
Right.
Just one day. Let me catch up here. Jet says
sure.
you can see the technology's moved. Oh God, if you look at some of my oldest videos on because my channel, God, when did I spin it up? 2002?
Wow.
2004? No, it had to be 2000 after 2004, because I put an exhaust on my ZHP, my 330i, and I took a video of it. I had it on YouTube. Ugh. Yeah, it's terrible. Shot with my phone. You did that one about OSM. Buck said, "Oh, shaving cream." Yes. Did we put that on here? Do you have it?
I don't think so.
Oh,
maybe. Yes, we do.
Jet says he likes dolphin sounds for swear edits. That's excellent. I love it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Donnie says gooblies? Gooblies?
Gooblies?
What do we call the decals? Decklies?
Decklies. Deckalies.
Yeah. Deckles. Deckalies. No, that's too hard to say. Buck says, I look at new partworks now like drugs, to say no, unless he can buy them as a full kit.
Yeah.
He doesn't hate partworks. He hates how they're delivered. Jet says, no offense, but I've never been into subscription deals. Always thought it was a weird British thing. Yeah, but everything is going to be subscription before you know it. You know, you just wait till Microsoft decides to make it, Windows 12 is, you have to pay by the month to keep using it. Alan White says, I agree. Just started R2D2 to fill in the gaps of the missing Falcon stages. Excellent.
Nice.
Jet says he's a more traditional modder from the 60s. Yeah, that's okay. Guys, told the lady at customer service today they need to get on these guys again, because I don't want to see Fanhome paying for shipping with a box of one part in it, and then she thanked me for thinking about them like that. Yeah, customer service is pretty removed from the rest of the company. You're welcome, Jordan. Dash says, you're welcome, Jordan. I was happy to help. I can wait for it. I just hope this time they'll help me finish it this time instead of leaving me hung out like dirty laundry. Yeah, he was one of the many people that were screwed over by Model Space going under. Another shit show. Wayne didn't plan very well the day he got a migraine. Okay. Dottie says, is Todd your producer or your special effects guy? I'm a little bit of everything today, apparently.
A little bit of everything, yep.
Dash says, Todd, that makes me laugh, but I think when Donnie says, you okay, is when I lose it. Yeah, that's when my girlfriend loses it. She's the same thing. She goes, the fart, the you screaming is not funny. She goes, that's not the best part. It's just Donnie going, you okay?
You okay?
You know, like it's all, he says
Yep.
it's all like, it's so personal, and it's so like, it's so nice.
He's concerned. He's super concerned.
He's like, you okay? Because he knows when I go, it's usually because I hit my head, fell off, lost a part, spilled paint everywhere, you know, whatever. Donnie says the answer is yes. And Ken says Decalese sounds like a language. Yes.
It does. The ancient Greek god of models, Decalese.
Yes, Decalese. That feels like it should be more like spurious.
Spurious. Spurious gooeyous.
Yes. You know, when I paint this, I was thinking about painting it out of the can. I'm not going to paint it with the cans because I'm using. I'm going to paint it with the Archive X.
Oh yeah.
And why does this not fit on here now? There it goes. And so I'm going to take my airbrush out in the garage, set up a table, and just use the airbrush out there. I'm probably going to use my Black Widow because my Black Widow has a 0.5 needle. I can swap it out. It's super easy to swap the nozzle and needle. So I'll probably use the Black Widow to put the base coat on this. I mean, if it can't do a base coat, it's the biggest piece of shit airbrush there is, but it's Harbor Freight, so you never know.
Yeah. I'm so grateful that got the Eclipse, because like the Black Widow came out right as soon as we were getting all back from Wonderfest, and so I probably would have bought it.
Well, you know, I gave you my Eclipse, so if the Black Widow sucks, it's your fault. Okay? All right.
Got
it. Oh, I don't know who's listening, and Ian's probably not here, so but I did talk to Tom Grossman from Tag Hobby Models today.
Oh, did you really?
Yeah, because I reached out to him, like some people said, to see about if he knew how to get a hold of somebody at Wonderfest. Which, by the way, he doesn't either. I'm like, how? What? He goes, no, I have to contact them for the same form. I'm like, what?
Really?
Yeah, it's ridiculous. And so, I'm gluing my fingers. Ooh, ooh, ooh! Stop it. And so he's just like, try the form again. But I told him, because he's like, well, I mean, I can try to reach out to somebody. And he's like, what are you trying to do? Because he thought I was just trying to get a hotel room. And I'm like, no. And so I'm like, no. And I told him, I said, we want to do this little HTM repair center. He thinks that is one of the best ideas he's heard about Wonderfest in a very long time.
Really?
He goes, you know how many times I've gone there, broken up something, broken a model, brought something, and I just needed a battery, or I just needed a piece of wire, or I just needed some wire cutters or crimpers or something. And I'm like, yeah, we just, and I said, we wouldn't charge for it.
Right.
You know, I said at best, we'd have like a little donation bucket to help us pay for StreamYards next year. Because StreamYards is so expensive.
Yep.
He said, that is a fantastic idea. And I'm like, he's like, let me see what I can do. I'm like, okay.
Love it.
Gluteus maximus. No, it's gluteus. No, that sounds too much like gluteus maximus. I get it though. Dash says Black Widow airbrushes I heard killed a guy. Black Widow, I get it.
Oh.
Donnie says I base coated my Falcon with Black Widow. It worked great. Oh, good. Oh, good. Good. It's not the pen, because I bought both. I bought the pencil and the pistol grip one. I gave the pistol grip one to Francisco so he would have a airbrush, a good one. So I have the pistol grip here. I'll try it. He said his class up through that form. That's insane. No, he had to. There's some kind of form or something, but he didn't have an email or anybody. He couldn't give me a name. He couldn't say, "Oh yeah, that's Chris." Blah blah blah. I'm like,
really?
Me? That's how this works. That's just
wow.
That just sounds crazy to me. It really sounds crazy to me. Where are my big clamps? Is that going to fit between those pegs? Yes, it is. Oh, just barely. Oh, no. No. It's not deep enough. Is that my biggest clamp? Yeah. No, it's not. Now we're talking. There we go. Yeah, get in there. Clamp that.
Yeah,
right?
it definitely needed some clamping help.
Right there. Do not break those pins off, you POS. I'm going to hold this. There. I'll just hold it. I don't want it springing off and breaking the pins. Dash says A. Okay. Ken says, I would have thought that the parts work Falcon would have had all the panels pre-painted. They kind of are. I mean, these black things are painted on the scorch marks.
Yeah,
it's the top
meant for the hot. It's meant for the hobbyist of varying skills.
Yeah.
Best way of putting that.
Yeah, there's panels painted on the top, but not on the bottom. The bottom is the scorch marks are black, and that's it. None of these panels are painted. A tip jar for ATM. Yeah, no, that's what we were talking about. It's just like not even a tip, just a donation jar, like a little donation box. If people want to contribute to the donation box, or maybe it'd probably be too much to do like a Venmo or anything. But if they want to, if somebody wants to say, hey, I really appreciate you doing this, and they want to throw $1 in the little donation box, we'll put that towards StreamYards. It's not a for-profit thing. Donnie says he has the pistol grip one. Yeah. Buck says, I didn't paint mine. What are you trying to say, Jordan?
Nothing, Buck.
Yeah, you just called him like
skills. Varying skills. Buck, you're a master model maker. You just didn't paint your Falcon.
Ha! Take that, Buck. He called you out. Now watch this part not fit in between here anymore. Still gonna fit.
Says the guy who grabbed the wrong paint and started painting on his model. There we go. It's the wrong one. Right there. There we go.
That was you.
Dash is saying that he wants to buy one of those airbrushes that you can hot swap the paint cups.
That's what I'm telling you. The minute they make cartridge, if they could come up with a standard, like an inkjet printer, if they could come up with a standard where there was cartridges of paint and every paint company used them, they just put their own paint in them. And then an airbrush, you just clipped it on and you sprayed, and you sprayed for like 1 second, and it would clear out the old paint and start spraying the new one. No, you don't have to change the needles. I mean, just there has to be technology out there.
Right.
It feels like that should already exist.
Everybody's using the same bottle. Like it's possible.
Yes. Just create a standard. Like when I mounted this monitor, right? How many different companies make computer monitors, right?
Oh God! Right?
But there's the VESA mount, the VESA mount that's on the back is a standard 75 and 100 millimeter spacing, right? And it can support both. And I bought this monitor. I didn't ask any questions. It came with the bolts. The bolts fit. I mounted the monitor. The bolts came with the mount, not the monitor. Worked perfectly fine. Why can't that standard
be the same for these?
Yes.
For this.
Why can't it exist?
Why can't us modelers have nice things? Damn it.
Yeah, why can't we have nice things? We'll clamp that on there for a second.
There we go.
Let's go on there. Buck says, I don't have the give a shits left when I finished my Falcon. I do have to stay back there. There's only one delay for about 2 or 3 months. You know what? I think I was in the same boat with my DeLorean. That was 2018. And I think there was 1 month where they just could not get me parts. And I started ordering from Japan because I didn't think we were going to get to finish it. I was one of those people panicking early on. And then all the parts came in and I got all the rest. Of course, then I ended up with 1 million duplicates because I had bought all the parts from Japan.
Right.
Buck says, Barbados Rex reviewed one that has bottles that you can swap out for the paint, but the airbrush stays the same. Yes. Ken says, lighting question. Would an RC battery work good for powering a light model? Would it last long enough for a model show? An RC battery? Oh, yeah. I would think so. Those hold a lot of juice.
Yeah,
like a lipo?
Like 4 or 5,000.
And if you're talking about lighting LEDs with it, it probably lasts for a week, if not longer. I bet you RC batteries overkill. I'm pretty sure if you use like a 16850 or an 18650, like at a vape pen or something, I bet you that would last long enough to go through a model show. I don't think you need to get that crazy.
Just my
did I take oh my god, you're so distracting me. Oh, I'm not gonna be able to get that back off, am I? Can I get that off? Oh, I didn't take pictures of this.
Oh, just over there building.
I'm just building. I'm taking any pictures. Killing me with this stuff, Jeeves. Luckily, that glue hadn't fully set. So. But now I have to do it again and clamp it again. Buck says mine was a little earlier, around 2013. Yeah, I kind of wasn't it 2000. Like, wasn't this one of the very, very first part works, like 2007 or something, or is it 2011?
Really?
Yeah, the Falcon's been around forever, and you can tell. You can just tell with how new models come with all the Tampo printing on them, and the detailing's much nicer, the paint's much nicer. You know, this isn't even painted. This is just the color of the plastic. And it's got like this really basic wash on. Excuse me, basic wash on it. Let's see. Dash says, Todd, you're one of those people who eBay buyer that Terminator for a Garda starting shipping. No, I was actually importing them from the UK via Hachette for the T800. I bought them in the UK, had them sent to a forwarding address to ship them to me. I paid so much for that Terminator.
Oh my god!
Like it was an extra $50 to ship every 2 issues. And then I was 2/3 of the way through it when Agora brought it out, and I called them or I emailed them and I asked them if I could pick up where I left off, and they said yes, but I would have to wait since they had just started sending out Pack 1. I was gonna have to wait until they caught up to it, so it was 10 months away. So they caught up to how far I had built, and I'd just be done by then. I was so close to the end. I'm just like, forget it. I didn't do it. Yeah.
God.
Jet says, I do spray stuff for movies. I have an auto sprayer classification among others. Oh yeah.
Super
I think
cool.
about one of those big paint guns from like you see in auto paint booths, and I'm like, that would do this thing in 4 seconds, you know.
Yep, just done.
So Buck says, link to Ask a Cart, no clean airbrush. Buck, if you're not a moderator on his channel, you cannot post links. Throw it in the links channel in Discord. Unless he makes you a moderator. I guess he could.
I could make you a moderator, couldn't I?
Yeah. I don't see him doing it, but he could.
Oh, hold on a second. Hold on. Let me go over to my channel real quick.
Jet says, in one show, the guy has those 3M spray guns where you can just put everything in a plastic cup. I don't know, maybe half a liter, and you can just pick it off and put another one on. Yeah, and that's the way it should be. Donnie says, you're killing me, Smalls. Dash says, I think that's the one I'm talking about. Jet. Ken says, you could also glue a little piece of fine sandpaper on your clamps, help prevent them from falling off. It wouldn't have mattered. It was just there's nothing flat on here. It's all little details, little detailed surfaces. So I just didn't want to hold them with my fingers. I was lazy. And this clamp, it's a big clamp, you know. And so I just protect it with some napkins and squeezed it in there because I didn't feel like holding that one either. Oh, fresh dinner delivery. Oh, yes. You're the best, Aaron. Thank you.
Roommate DoorDash.
Roommate DoorDash is the best. I love wieners in my mouth.
All right, Buck, you're now a moderator on my channel.
He stopped at, now you can post links, Buck. He stopped at Portillo's on the way home. Got me chili dogs. Oh, yes.
Oh.
Love chili dogs. Portillo's has some of the best hot dogs.
What's up, Andrew? Welcome.
That's done. That's done. That's done. This goes right here. That doesn't seem right.
And once again, Buck, I just went ahead and made you a moderator. So there you go. What's up, Eric? There we go. Thanks, Buck. Perfect. Eric says, he goes, Jordan, Captain Kirk wants to know what the frack you did to his Gunstar paint job. Yeah, you know, doing things over here.
We're doing things and stuff.
Doing stuff and things. Yeah. Let's see here. That gray turned out really nice. Let's go ahead and peel some paint. And Andrew says, I thought this was Jordan Dockyards, not an HDM perfect grade stream. Todd asked last night if we he needs to get caught up, and so why not? We're both
I told him I would be working on this anyway. I had to get the bottom of it done so I can get it painted, and so he's like, well, join me, and I'm like, or I said maybe I'll join you, and he said yes, so here I am.
Exactly. And I was working on it for a little while, and then realized that Todd, his Jedi mind trick actually worked. I need to get the decals before I can really do too much more painting and weathering on the bottom of the DeAgostini. So I have a couple hours of makeup time on the perfect grade. So I'm going to take my couple hours of perfect time or makeup time on the perfect grade and try to get the rest of this bottom painted. About an hour or so. Not any rush to get out of here, but don't have no plans.
How close am I to painting the bottom of this?
You're basically there. 48 and 49 are basically.
Do I have to put these little things on?
Some of them, yes. Have you put the have you put these fins on yet? The fins that are on either side here? Okay, so you're gonna have to put, I think 48 and 49 are putting these fins on, putting a couple of the other little greeblies along here. It's not much. You're very close to painting, actually. I did 47, 48, and 49 in one episode, and it was like a 30-minute episode. Super quick and easy. So interesting is like the light gray on the bottom is really concentrated just on this part of the ship, and that's it.
Maybe that's on purpose.
Yeah. It's interesting. Okay. Let's grab Decal 50.
Don't be falling for that decal trick.
I know. I was just thinking the same thing. Donnie says, you made Buck a moderator? Was that a smart move? Dash says, Todd is the special guest on the show to slow Jordan down more. That's very true.
I'm not slowing him down. The mail is slowing him down since he doesn't have his decals yet.
Yeah, and it was I think Dash, Todd, and I all bought the decals the same night. The decals the same night, and damn it, Ian. And I ordered last, and I had to email the person saying, hey, are you gonna mail those? And he's like, oh yeah. So Yeah, I'm waiting for my decals to arrive. All right, that's number 50. I did go and get some. It's out of my car, but I realize I'm gonna have to manually chip all of these later, so I'm not gonna worry about it too much. But I did pick up some cheap hairspray today at the dollar store. Because all the chipping fluid that I have is the heavy chipping fluid, and I kind of want to do something a little bit thinner when we get there. Also need to consider that for the Razor Crest here soon, because I'm going to need to paint the outside of that soon as well.
All right. How in the world am I going to take a picture of this? It's so big.
She said.
Mm-hmm.
Andrew is saying I have some important parts coming on the 650D armature tomorrow, so looking forward to getting back to working on that soon. Dude, I can't wait to see that. It's super cool. And I need to catch your stream this Saturday. I should be able to. Are you going to be streaming on Saturday, Andrew? I should be able to actually make that one. Oh my God, Dash. I'm not going to read that comment. Buck says, sounds like Optimus build these days. 4 packs, 10-minute video. Yeah, where Todd's at right now, he's kind of like in the wrapping up stage of putting all the little greeblies on and all that. It was a real quick. I remember when I was doing this in the beginning, I was trying to do like 1 video per stage, and trying to like get like 20 minutes of content out of that. That was not happening, especially as some of the packs wound up getting smaller over time.
All right, that is the end of 47. And I'm going to eat real quick.
Cool.
So I'm actually going to switch to my other mic so you don't have to listen to that.
Cool.
I don't, with the way this mic is, I don't want it to be like that. So
yeah, they pick up everything. Okay, these masks are not exactly the most intuitive.
Oh, I had both mics turned on.
Oh my.
Oh my.
Oh my.
Interesting. All right.
Okay. Okay, Sosha.
The only thing I don't like about these CM28s, they don't have a mute button on them.
Yeah, that's one thing that lavalier mics tend to not have for whatever reason.
Oh, yes.
I just had to go away from the podcast mic because it was picking up every little noise.
Look at that! No, look at that mess.
Oh my God! Look at that bad boy.
Oh, so good,
dude. I brought home some pizza to bake today.
Oh yeah? What kind?
Oh yeah. Pat got our Thai pizza, so it has a peanut sauce base.
Ooh.
I know a lot of people. It's really good though, but it's not for everybody. And then I got a pepperoni and pineapple with bacon and onion.
Andrew says he should be streaming if all goes well.
Excellent. There we go. Okay, that's how that.
I can do that. Here, we'll put him over there. We'll put you down here. That way, when you're working, it looks like you're looking at it. How's that?
Oh, how interesting.
Is that better?
This mask is weird. So it's 50, right? Yes. Yes. Okay. Yeah, some of these masks are not very intuitive. Don't make no sense.
Remember I said slice the outside edge of that?
Yep.
It'll make it so much easier to get it straight.
Like, where at, though? Like, where my...
So at the edge, the part that would normally hang off the outside right here.
Yeah, cut it off.
Right? Just slice it. Just cut it straight and just cut it into 2 pieces, because what happens is as you bring it down, one side will be straight and the other side doesn't want to be straight, and it'll pull it in. So just slice it right here. So you're not, that piece is the piece that hangs off ain't doing anything.
Right, exactly. Okay. I'm just trying to figure out which way this goes on here. Like, that's not exactly like lining up the way it should. At least I think. Yeah, I was getting it wrong. And I see why. Where are you? Where's my knife? Oh my god. Where'd it go? There is a rogue hobby knife somewhere around here right now. Which is not good. Come on, are you serious? There it is.
I was going to say, you know it's about to roll off the desk and under your foot.
Yep. There we go. Slice it. Oh, I see. Damn it. Yeah. Yep. That's a great tip.
No, Dash. No.
No
Jar Jar.
No. Misa don't think so. Misa thinks that's a bad idea. No more Jedi modeling.
Well, now you're looking at the model. It does feel more natural.
Yeah, this was I had it all like at the beginning of the stream. I was trying to like figure out how to get all this to work because StreamYards has offered some new options for us for all that extra cost that we get to incur. Yay.
Mm-hmm.
My phone is making noise. Yeah. Okay, so I got that one on. That's the last light gray on the back. And then I need to tape off and do this one here on the other side, and then this one here on the other side. So that one is 79 and 82. 79B.
Jess says need to rotate it 180 degrees. Does he mean the screen? The picture? But then the picture wouldn't be accurate. Donnie says, did Jordan say that Todd has a great tip? I did. And Jordan even used it.
Thanks, Donnie, for making it weird. Appreciate that. Swear, sometimes these things never want to stick to the model, but they will stick to themselves, no problem. There we go. There we go.
Oh, I see what they're saying. If you flip this camera down below, if you rotate it 180 degrees, it would look like your hands are touching the model.
Oh, I got it. Talk about immersive streaming.
You can do that in OBS, but he's not running through OBS right now. So
yeah. That's hilarious. And then we have, what was it? 82B. There we go. Some of these masks go on so easily, and then some just not, man.
mm-hmm.
This one back here was not. I get why Ian kind of gave up on it. I actually like the fact that he's doing the decals on this.
Mm-hmm.
All right, ready for more paint. And this will be the last of the middle gray color. Press and seal. And a small piece of press and seal.
There's just nothing on the other side of the ship, or you just haven't got over there yet?
It's all the dark gray on the other side.
Oh, all right.
Yeah.
Donnie says that's what I do. Yeah, this camera is rotated. It's rotated 180 degrees in OBS.
Oh, really?
My camera is, yeah, because it's mounted that from the back, right? So the top of the camera is facing me. So when it looks down, it's actually upside down.
I actually got a special mount so I could actually mount it. So it's. I didn't realize that you could do that.
So you spent money on something you could have just flipped in OBS? Oh, Jordan. Could have saved you the money, man.
I'm not a smart man.
Could have saved you the money. Let's see. Ken says, I think it would be interesting to see Ian's doing the decals. I think so too. I love that somebody else is using the decals. That one of us, somebody in the group build, is doing the decals. That's great.
Yeah.
Are you serious? Buck says he just got a Glad press and seal commercial. I hope so. That would be great.
Oh my God, that'd be crazy. I love that. Tell your phone's not listening to you. Don't say your phone's not listening to you.
I'm not reading that, Dash. Dash is over there telling gross jokes.
That's not bad.
You know, I read the first part. I didn't know there was more to it, and I'm like, that makes no sense. I don't like that joke. Without the tailpipe, it makes no sense whatsoever. I'm just like, what are you talking about?
Oh my God.
Buck says he just turned his mount around. Yes, I didn't have that option. Donnie says I have my camera rotated in OBS for the same reason. Yes. Oh, Buck says he's joking. He pays for premium. Yeah. Buck's just trolling you, Jordan.
Of course he is. That's what Buck does best. Yeah. There we go. Perfect. Yeah, the press and seal thing just came about when I was doing the Enterprise C, and I didn't have enough blue tape to mask off, and so I was looking around for something to do. And I think it was on Christmas Day that I was painting it, and so nothing was open. There was no chance to go buy anything, and so press and seal it was. Now I actually have just a roll, like my own roll. I don't even like go steal the stuff from the kitchen anymore. Cat was getting maybe a little annoyed.
All right, so what's up next? Assemble the turret.
Oh, have you already done both turrets, or have you only done one?
I've done the top turret.
Oh, well, the other part of that's building the other half on the other side. Although you can probably wait for that. You don't need to have the second turret right now. You don't need to do the second turret at all right now if you don't want to, but it's well, you have to because
Got to paint
of the way you build. Yep. And because of the way you build your the way you do your content. You can't just skip over the top of something.
That's the whole stage. Build the turret and mount it on their turret ring. Glue on 2 parts and mount it. That's the whole stage. And then a whole bunch about painting it. Hey, look, there's Steven Zimzo.
Yep. Somebody you talk to constantly. It's so funny.
I have. Matter of fact, it has an email. I have an email from him going, "Where are we at?" Because I need to, because he wants to do the registry decals for the Enterprise. And this is by the way, this is the latest version. I need to put on there and take a picture and send it back to him.
Cool.
This is black and white.
Very cool.
I want to see how this fits. So maybe we'll do that on the stream at the end here for fun.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
And see how close it is.
Very nice. We should tell Ian to get $500 of press and seal for a gift. It seems that he can use for anything.
Oh my God.
That's amazing. Oh my
Are you talking about Bad Boys from Circle? Like the cops theme? I think that's what he's talking about.
What you gonna do? What you gonna do when they come for you?
Jet says he looks like Peter Griffin. Who, Steven? That is not a good picture of him. All right. I'm going to wash my hands real quick.
Nice.
We're good. We'll get right back to it.
All right. Oh, yeah. Just take most of that tape with you, too. No worries. There we go. Let's go ahead and let's roll this dice and peel the tape now because it's already peeled down here. Yeah, we're good. This was done, so you can do separation between the 2 panels, but get the 2 panels the same color. That looks really good. I like that. Probably zoom in a little bit here. A little bit. That's for me as a digital zoom. Oh, that's super awesome. Ken is saying, I remember when we were going up north and going to do some calls, we listened to Down with the Sickness to get pumped up. Hell yeah. That's awesome. Disturbed is one of my favorite bands. All right. Those turned out pretty good. A little bit of that panel line in between each one of the gray panels there. So basically, all the light gray on the bottom is contained right there. So just those kind of 6 or 7 panels. The rest of it is all going to be dark gray, and so it's going to be a lot of freaking panels. Wow. Dash says, I was told today that I look like Michael Moore. Oh, God. I hope not. I don't want to get shot. That's hilarious.
What pictures are you using? Are you using the pictures in the magazine? Yeah.
The decal guide, yeah.
Did I really not end up with that many over there either? Huh.
Yeah.
I'm looking at mine.
It's like, it's all
I
of
didn't
them.
even paint the other half. Yeah.
So, like, if you guys look at it, like, literally just the grays or the light grays are right here, on the side there.
Yeah, but no, I'm not using that. That's the decal picture. You got to use the painted picture.
Oh, yeah.
In the guide. Don't use the decal picture. It doesn't have all the colors. And no, I'm not trying to slow you down.
No, you're good. Yeah. Outside of the light gray ones, yeah, that's it.
All right.
Crazy.
Well, that'll make it easy because I said I only did this. I did the half that your half that's facing you, and I'm like I didn't get to the other half last night. Well, good. That means there's not that much to do on that half. Gun parts.
Buck says washing his hands in the basement sink.
There was no assembly jig in this episode. What? What?
What?
God damn you. Stupid DeAgostini.
What do they do? Oh, you need to grab parts from other parts.
Wait a minute. We got these parts way back in 46? Wait a minute, what? Where's 46?
Dash, I have seen that skit where Gabriel Iglesias is talking about when the cops are pulling up and he plays Bad Boys. Yeah, it's pretty good. It's a pretty good skit. Okay. Just got nervous that I used the wrong color, but we're good. We're good. All right. Let's do dark gray. Photo etch is bent right there. Huh. Fix that. There we go.
Oh, God, this feels like the DB5. You little bastards. Here's some parts. We're going to build them in 3 stages from now.
I'm honestly not a big fan of that trend with Partworks. This model specifically has a lot of that. Like, there was a stage in the 30s where you actually built the stage but didn't open the parts or use anything inside the package at all.
Well, that's what this one is. 48, we're not going to touch any of that stuff.
Oh, that's right. It's all just talking about.
Instead, we get all the stuff that was still in the bag 46, and I'm on stage 48. I didn't even open this bag because I forgot about it. Well, that's see, I don't like that. That's what makes me feel like the DB5. No, I did not wash my hands in the basement sink. I went out in the kitchen and washed my hands.
Like actually washed his hands.
Yeah, I actually washed my hands. Then I went all the way back to my bedroom and I took a leak in the toilet where it belongs. Not in the sink. Really?
I bet you Ian's basement has seen things.
Oh, for sure. There's no doubt about that.
If walls could talk.
You did that. I was told that guy looked like Michael Moore, and I said, I hope not. Did you ever watch? Oh, yes. Okay, so you didn't put a star, but I will put a star, so we know where you are here.
Oh, thank you.
All right.
Discord. That sounds like the ding from Adult Swim. Your notification tone. There we go. Wow, that was a hell of a mask.
No, and his masks do not like it because they're kind of almost like a stiff vinyl. It's flexible, but it's kind of stiff, so it doesn't like to fold. Not like tape.
Yeah.
Right, like Aztec Dummy, he actually cuts out tape. It's almost like Tamiya tape or a very thin actual vinyl. And it's weird because if any of these masks have to be bent, they don't work.
Yeah, especially like some of these, like when you're coming up around the edge around here and stuff like that, it gets a little funny.
Naked Ian. Ken says he was looking at the Terminator parts build today. I'm thinking about getting it. It's not bad. It's not bad. It's pretty good. It's sitting out in the living room, staring at me while I watch TV. Todd's ding sounds like someone placed a bid on The Price is Right. Well, honestly, let's see. It's telling me to vote for Trump. There you go. Voting is quick and easy. Block. What was I doing? Oh, I know what I was doing.
Yeah, this is the stage where it starts getting difficult for you to turn the model upside down.
Well, you start putting greeblies on it?
Well, no, you won't be able to, like, I don't know about you, but when you turn it over, I was grabbing from the middle of the model and turning it over, like from the center ring to help grab it and support it. Yeah,
I can put the ring together, but who says I have to put it on?
Good point.
Like, why do I have to mount to it?
I don't think so, actually.
Yeah.
That's a very good point. Look at this guy making sense.
I don't see any reason that we can't put this, like, assemble these parts and just not mount it.
Right. Thinking all I had, like I actually just went ahead and assembled everything.
Well, you just blindly follow the directions. It's all right.
I need content, damn it. Tomorrow's Enterprise D video will be me putting the last panel on the top of the saucer section.
Oh, excellent!
Pretty excited about that. And I'm actually out of stages. Like I had a backlog, I think, of like 16 stages at one point of the Enterprise, and now I'm all out. I've been consistently.
Do you want some
videos?
when you get towards the end, let me know, because I could probably finish the model early for you. I have probably 2 or 3 of everything from the last 4 or 5 issues, maybe.
Oh my god!
Yeah, from like 100 to 130 or whatever it is. I had 3 subscriptions going at the same time, so
Okay.
I need to do an inventory and set up like a little sales page. I have so many spare parts, there's parts bags everywhere. You know, Fanhome sent me Dodge Charger parts for the Iron Man once. Didn't want them back. It was just, I've had tons of stuff come from, I have duplicates, I have triplicates, I have tons of DeLorean.
Like I
could probably finish your I could probably finish your ship early, like 6 months early.
Okay. All right. I will definitely consider that because like I know you need to get rid of the parts and really something to think about.
Let's see. Okay. Donnie says lose mass or vital masking material. Yeah, they're different from this stuff. I don't know what he uses when he cuts that out. It's very, very thin.
It is. Didn't he say that it's just like? Didn't we ask him?
No,
at Wonderfest.
It's some kind of vinyl.
I think Ken asked him. Yeah, I think Ken asked him during the stream on Wonderfest.
Dash says he's blocking phone numbers every day. Yeah. Okay. Ken says, "I dare you, Todd. I effing dare you." To do what?
To do what?
To do what? Not mount this? Okay, Ken.
Threat me is what I'm going to do.
Yeah, well, let me show you.
Tell me more. Tell me more.
See, why didn't they have you do this with the top one? Because you have to cut out the top one. Why was this already glued in? They obviously could send it separately.
Right.
The top one's crooked, right? It's off. Because the top one, they have it mounted like this, so it's just like the hands on a clock, and it's not supposed to be that way. It's supposed to be this way. But it comes this way. So you have to cut this out with a razor blade and pop it this way.
I saw that in the when I first started doing it, and I'm like, this ain't right. I didn't mention it in the videos or anything like that, but that's been slightly on my mind since that time. So
always on my mind. You were always on my mind. And I'm only going to put just a tiny bit of glue on this. So in case I need to pop it out for whatever stupid reason.
Finally, 91 I can use. I pulled out this mask, put it on, and then had to take it off, and I stuck it back on the sticker sheet completely incorrectly, and it's been driving me nuts the last week. Come on. Dirty beach. There we go.
Get in your hole.
Yeah, good enough for your home?
I got the Lotus Stage 14. I need them to send me the other 100. Send me the other 109 stages. Yes. How does Todd have it cold in a state that has 90-degree heat? Is he that tall? He's in the upper atmosphere. Are you talking about? Am I sniffling? That's probably
it's this being on stream.
It could be, but I got the flu shot last week, and it tore a hole in my arm.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't know why. But the injection site turned into what looked like a 2nd-degree burn.
Oh.
Like the gooey part after the blister falls off.
Gross.
Yeah. I don't know what that's all about.
Yeah, I got my COVID shot and my flu shot last time I went to the doctor, and I literally got it at the same time. I was feeling like crap the next day. It's not the first time I've done that either, because I'm not a smart man. Why is 83 in 2 parts? Oh, upper and lower. Got it. Got it.
Are you gonna paint it twice?
No, it has a part that's up, needs to wrap around the inside up here, and then one around the outside. So it's kind of like makes sense because it would be. Oh, actually, no, it's one. I lied. I'm incorrect. It just has a split in it.
Jordan was wrong?
What?
Yep. What? I know. I'm only human, guys. I'm only human.
Okay. Yeah, my nose is running. I don't know what it is. Yeah, I mean,
My
a couple
nose
days
runs
ago, I
every
felt
time
like
I
a
get on
bus
screen.
hit me. I took a COVID test, not COVID. I think the flu shot gave me the flu, is what it was.
Oof.
Ken's Hobby Bench, do you have a build guide for the Terminator? I do. It's myterminatorT800.com. All the way to the end. Dash never get a flu shot. Andrew says, I got the flu shot and COVID shots together on Sunday. I've never reacted as much to these shots before as I did this time. Huge red welt on my arm, and it was sore tender. I would show you my wound, but it's probably not good for YouTube. No more shots. Well, you know what? I went to the doctor because they were holding my medication hostage. They're like, yeah, we're not renewing your prescription until you come in for your annual. I'm like, oh. So I go in there, and they're like, oh, would you like the flu shot while you're here? It's free. And I'm like, uh-oh. Shit.
Oh, no. There you go, Eric.
Oh, no, it's really on there, too. Ah! Ow! Ow, 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 ow.
Oh, my God.
Ow. Oh, wow.
Dude.
Look, I glued my fingerprint right into it.
Oh, my God.
That's skin. There's skin on there now.
You left your DNA behind.
Oh. Ooh, that's
God.
fun. Youch. All right. Oh.
Somewhere Eric is rejoicing.
Debonder. Yeah, well, too late now. I debonded it manually. Buck hasn't got a flu shot. You know what? I don't normally get the flu shot. This is the first time I've gotten a flu shot in, I don't know, 30 years. I can't remember, since I was a kid. Magically, I stopped getting it annually. Really bad cold, and I only got a COVID shot. Otherwise, I've been fired. What are they putting in the flu shots? I would show it to you. I don't know if I can. Is it bad that I would show it to you? Do you want to see it?
Do it.
Look at my white ass arm. Look at this.
That's man.
Yeah, it looks like a fucking spider bite. Like it doesn't hurt, but it basically just all the skin fell off, and it was, oh god, it was awful.
Dude.
Yeah, no. I called them, and they're like, well, draw a pen line around it, and if it gets any bigger, you can come in and check us out. Well, it's not getting any bigger, so I don't like them. I'm never doing that again. All right.
I always get my like when it comes to the vaccines and stuff like that. I being in public, like working with the public, I am constantly exposed to people and stuff like that. So I take it like I have only gotten the flu a couple times in my life, but yeah, I choose to do it. Thankfully, I've gotten COVID once. Got it for my birthday last year, actually. That was cool. We had gone to Crescent Lake and then came back, and then we tested, and we both had COVID.
You're right. So you can't grab this with that in place.
Yep.
And how does it sit down in there? Because it doesn't feel. Oh, there's a little schmeg in my holes. Wait a minute. What? What?
I don't know what that was so funny. The schmeg in my holes.
Yeah, there's schmeg in my holes.
There's a schmeg in my boot.
There's a little schmeg in there. What?
Oh God.
Bye, Jordan. Am I gonna have to capture that and make that a clip?
Oh God. So probably at 2:34. Somebody make a
time.
Note. Yep. 2:34. Yeah, a little schmeg in my hole. Oh. Family-friendly content.
Never.
I just got a political ad. Lame.
Did Todd just channel his inner Jordan? I don't know. Did you got something for free out of the American healthcare system? Oh no, it wasn't free. It was free for me, but not my insurance company. I had to sign a whole paper that said, "Hey, this could kill you, but it's free." That's what flu's jobs. I know. They give you a case, and they're supposed to be, an inactive version of the strain, but my body's like, what the? I'm pretty sure the girl didn't give it to me right, or she dragged the needle through a toilet before she put it in my arm.
Oh, gross.
She's trying a cancer shot or something. Andrew says, my kidney specialists want me to both get the flu shot and the COVID booster. Is that because of a weak immune system, Andrew? I can see that if you're like immunocompromised or something, we want you to get every vaccine shot you can possibly get. Todd, you're just going to have to pay Jordan. You just broke him. Yep. Little schmeg goes a long way.
Oh God!
a little schmeg in your hole.
Little schmeg.
You okay?
Oh! You okay?
Little schmeg in my hole.
Donnie says schmeg in the fart skin hole. Oh
no!
Oh!
Just tell them you're allergic to eggs. Yes.
Oh, ew. I don't know why ew, but ew. Thanks, compressor. No? No, that's not shaped that goes, Jordan. Because it's shaped like that. Like that. God. It's an interesting couple of panels. These ones are painted off panels, so they're kind of like in the areas that are in recesses. Oh, I can always zoom out so you guys can see what I'm doing here. These two here are painted in like the panels that are set in a little bit versus the raised panels, which is very interesting. Kind of like that, actually. Pretty cool. Excuse me.
I'm going to blow my nose here in a second. I can't take it anymore myself.
Whose nose?
My nose. The nose knows.
Nose. Where is...
Now we're going to take those screws right back out.
That one goes where? Right here? How interesting.
Yeah.
No.
Schmegging a pancake. Exactly, Buck.
Oh, gross. Ew. Schmeg cake? Oh.
Well, growing up, you know what schmeg used to be. Schmegma. Little schmegma.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Little schmegma cheese.
Little cheesy bits.
Yeah.
Also known as Famunda.
Yeah, Famunda cheese, schmeg.
Yeah. Famundio balls. Oh.
Yeah.
I'm not monetized. We're fine. The pasty parts. Oh.
Don't worry, Jordan will be okay. Jordan will be fine.
All right. Good Lord. Oh. Oh. That one's on there. Okay, so 85.
Okay.
I'll never. Yeah, I'll just never hear the word paste again properly.
All right, that's the end of that one. Oh wait, did I take a picture of all the parts? I think I did. No, shit. All right. Yeah, I would miss picking this up by the center.
Yeah,
It's much easier to pick it up by the center. It's 48.
that was the first thing I noticed. I'm like, oh my god. There's actually some stuff painted on the mandibles. Nice.
Gross, Dash. Ew.
Oh. You can't
sick,
read
bro.
the comment, but
They can read it for themselves.
it's disgusting.
Hey man, it keeps them tight.
Oh my god.
Oh, it's my little jig is all bent.
Oh, mine was also bent the same stage. Oh,
You know what? I don't use these.
warm it up.
Yeah, I know.
You
I
know?
don't use them. I don't know. What am I using for?
Oh.
I keep it vertically under my desk. It takes up less room. But I am.
Good night, Buck.
Oh, is it past Buck's bedtime?
It probably is. Thanks for stopping by, Buck. Really appreciate you, my friend.
Okay, I'm gonna write the stage number on there, so I know which one's which.
Oh. Okay, so number 4. Where does that? Oh, that wraps all the way around the mandible. Oh, buddy,
Do 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 do.
I will paint that one later, along with number 5, because that one.
I missed it.
That one.
I should have been ready to go. When you said mandible.
I had that stuck in my head for a little while earlier, actually. Do, 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 do.
Phenomena. Phenomena.
All right, number 6. Where? Yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh
Oh,
yeah.
sure.
Yeah.
Oh sure, you betcha. There we go. Okay. How does that? Let's take number 5. Oh, I see. Okay. One's up here.
All right, that's done.
Seem a little
I feel like
more
we're getting
complicated.
close. 49. Oh, Greeblies. Oh,
that was deep.
Excuse me. Wow, I got this new mic. Get all the goods now.
Yeah.
It's probably too close. Where'd I have this clipped? Oh God, I have it clipped way up here. I'll put it down there.
Oof. You know, Jordan, if you move the model, it might be easier for you to see where this goes. But you know, it's cool. No big deal. That would just make sense. That would just make sense.
Why would you do that?
Because it would make sense. Yeah.
Go and do something all logical like.
Right. I have nipples, Greg. Can you milk me? I don't know where that came from, but I said it.
Isn't that from Meet the Fockers?
Robert
De Niro?
Yeah. God, those movies are so hard to watch. Just so many Kevin Arnold moments.
I am not a fan of those. But I'm not a huge fan of Ben Stiller, so.
Neither am I. Unless he's like
kind of playing the bad guy, like in Heavyweights or Zoolander or something like that, or Dodgeball, like where he's the bad guy and he's over the top. It totally works. But when he's trying to like just be him, it's kind of annoying. It's kind of like Owen Wilson as well. If I'm being real, the Wilson brothers kind of irritate me. Although Starsky and Hutch was pretty good.
I barely remember that show.
Oh, the movie? Did you ever see the movie?
No, I'm talking about.
It was pretty good. Like it was Stellar and Wilson, of course, but yeah, it was all right.
Do I like the CM28? So far, so good. Once I figured out that how to not use my new monitor as a mic, yeah, it was fine. It seems to be fine. Does it sound all right? You tell me if it's good. Dash says, I'm sorry, I broke Jordan. I got that. Let me get the bucket about stool. What?
What?
Let me get the bucket Abbott stool. Happy Gilmore? I don't know.
$88, $90?
And we're right back to it.
Nice.
I just have to make sure as we're putting these parts on that they do not interfere with this being reinstalled.
Why is that one cut? Very interesting. Very interesting.
They do. That's what I was worried about.
Ben Stiller as the orderly and Happy Gilmore. Yeah, no, that's fantastic. What is it? Well, now your back's gonna hurt because you just pulled landscaping duty. Anybody else's fingers hurt? I didn't think so.
All right, so when we put this piece on, it will keep us from keep putting this on later. So So don't put that piece on.
There we go. Yeah, so let's take it. Inventories. We got those two. We'll take care of those.
We'll just put the ring on. Forget it. Just forget it.
Were you feeling weird about it?
No, it's the next parts that go on would cover it, so we couldn't put those parts on either. And I don't want to mess with it. I just don't want to mess with all of it.
All right, Steven. Have a great night. Thanks for stopping by.
Thanks, Steven. Thanks for stopping by Jordan's stream, man.
Right. I think got those two. That.
It sounds good. Thank you, Donnie. So far, so good. And if the battery dies, I just take the other one out. The one thing I did do, though, is for like $10. So the battery packet, the actual transmitter is clipped on the bottom of my shirt, so it's not hanging off the top. I just got one of the, I just got little lapel mics. Newer makes these.
Nice.
That way I don't have all the weight dragging my shirt down. So I don't have to deal with the receiver trying to pull my shirt off of me.
Yeah, it's one thing that I kind of have to deal with. It does have a magnetic clip though, which is kind of nice. So
yes, no, the magnet, but it's still it's the weight, right?
Yeah,
not how it clips on. It's the weight of that thing. So I have it actually clipped on the back of my shirt at the bottom, and then I just run the mic up my shirt, so when I bend over, it's not dragging the cable anywhere. Because I have a tendency to stand up and lean over the desk, take pictures. So I have the cable run down my shirt and out the back, so it goes to the receiver. So all that's coming out the front is the little mic. And when you buy the CM28s on Amazon, it'll say, often bought with these, and it'll show you those lavaliers, the remote mics. And then I don't have to put the fluffy windsock on it, because sometimes I have the fan running in here, which really you only need outside in the wind. That's what it's for. And so I just have to take this mic, this wired mic, and it comes in a set of two, this little wired mic, and I just plug it into the transmitter. And when this transmitter dies, which I'm assuming it's never going to tell you when it's going to die, it's just going to die.
No,
it will die. It doesn't have a speaker or anything.
No vibrate function
to vibrate or tell you anything that, hey, I'm about to die. That I just grab the other one.
Yep.
Plug this mic into it and just keep going. Or if two of us are here, I can mic us both. And it's set to mixed mono. So basically both channels are piped into both channels for stereo, so you don't get that one-sided audio.
Nice.
That's the default setting, so that's fine. Otherwise, you can have one mic be the left channel and one mic be the right channel for a stereo environment, but I don't need that for a stream.
No.
Okay.
Yeah. There we go.
You said we don't have to put all these Griblies on from all these, right? Just a few?
Yeah, just a few.
There's going to be a couple that I think there's like one or two that you leave on each sprue tree.
Some kind of pipes of sorts or something?
Yeah. I think it's going to be like these are what's left. So this is issue 47. So this is all that's left from issue 47 right here.
Hang on a second. Oh, okay. Well,
so that's all that's left from 47. Yep. and then the 2 issue or 44 and 45, you just have 1 piece left on that one, and then
44 and 45. Where are those sprues? I'll have to go find those.
Yeah. And then the other 47, because you have 2 issue 47s, the other sprue, there's all those left. So you're not using a good majority of them. I think there's a 45 as well. So a bunch of the sprues are still left over. I almost forgot to paint them, actually. So,
but you did.
Glad I remembered to do. I did, yeah. Supposed to get one more weekend of decent weather.
Yeah, why in the world didn't we put those on before they tell you to paint the bottom?
Right, it doesn't make any sense.
Like I would rather go forward in the instructions, find out where all of these little bits are. I want the bottom to be done before I paint it.
Yep, exactly. And it seems like in the magazines they're like going through, and I think it's because they're trying to explain to the the magazines are going to cater to people who don't actually model all the time, and so they're like having to actually go through and describe how to chip and how to weather and how to use your paints and stuff like that. So there's a lot of like descriptions in the model, or in the for people that don't necessarily build models, I guess is the best way of putting it. So yeah, it's
I think Steve wrote all those for them.
It's done in the same language. I wouldn't be surprised, and it makes sense. Like, they're good instructions. Like, you definitely, for what he's able, the amount of like page space that he has to be able to describe what he's doing, what you're trying to do, he does a good job of it. But a lot of it I'm just kind of skimming through because it's all things that I already know. But it seems like you don't actually go through and install the thrust vector plates until stage like 58. So you're going to do all of this work. You're going to do stage 50, all of the painting on the bottom before you put on the thrust vector plates and all of that. So it's like, and then you're going to get 8 stages where you're starting to work on the top part of the model, and you don't do anything with the bottom at all. So it's kind of, I don't know. I'm going to approach the build in such a way, because by the time that I get around to finishing painting, I'm going to have another package. And so I should have all the way up through like 62 or something like that. So I'm going to try to like look ahead and finish all of the bottom stuff before I move on to doing anything else. I want to finish the bottom of the model before I try to install anything. Like, I just don't think it's smart to move forward. And that's just me. And obviously, like with these parts, with these models, like you said that this, that the DeAg Falcon is an older model. I've noticed that, but it checks out. But I've noticed that they've gotten better about like their instructions in some ways, like kind of this less back and forth. I don't know. Do you experience that as well, or is it like most part works where you're just like constantly going all over the place with your build?
This one's not too bad. I mean, it is focusing on the bottom. It does carry parts forward, maybe a couple, 4 issues.
Mm-hmm.
But they have to spread the parts out, right? They can't just give you like all the bottom frames in one bag. So I see how they're going to do that. Good night, Donnie.
Right, Donnie.
So I think I can see how they spread them out. So they say, okay, in this stage, they also give you screws. I don't know if you paid attention, only every 3rd issue. So I think it's just one of those things where they're spacing. They space it out, so you collect parts, you put them all together in a frame section.
Yeah.
I mean, you technically could add one segment onto a frame, right? Couldn't you mount that? There's nothing stopping you from mounting that one piece of frame and then mounting the next one and then mounting the outside one. But they probably did that. These are old. They're still using the same instructions from when they first came out. So they might have changed the articles to be a little more modern. But
which they had actually. I noticed that when Dash sent me his stage 32, the articles were different and they didn't have like nearly as much. So they're definitely modifying it a little bit with the Disney stuff. So
yeah, the Fanhome magazines are missing a whole section from the DeAgostinis.
Are they really?
Yeah, like a whole article. There's a whole series of articles that they just cut out.
Oh my god.
But I have all the DeAgostinis. If you want to, that's what I'm saying. If you want to read them through 100, I have all the original DeAgostini mags. So
yeah, I'm super. Let me think about that. I'll let you know. Like, I'll definitely let you know because there's something to that because, like, just for planning purposes.
Yeah, that's what I do.
Sitting,
that's why I like to read ahead. Like, can we read ahead and see where all the stuff that we're not mounting, where it goes? Maybe we can get it mounted early.
Yep.
You know, you're not bound by Fanhome or anything to follow the rules. So
exactly.
You know, you do what needs to be done. I'm an idiot.
What'd you do?
I cut all the glue parts off my thing. You know, I don't know if you saw Buck. I was watching his video and he torches his glue off his peg still.
Oh my God!
Is getting all that. He left, but he's getting all that cyanide. Yeah. The what was I going to say? No, I forgot what I was going to say. I blame Jordan.
Yep, totally. It tracks. Totally tracks.
What was I talking about?
Cutting the cyanide or cutting the glue off the top?
No, before that.
Before that?
I got distracted by... Oh, I was going to say, when I picked up the glue to throw it away, and I picked it up with my fingers, which glued my fingers together.
Why not?
That's what Todd does.
As you do.
As you do.
And I left paint sitting in this pot for a little too long. Yeah, like 6 messages in Discord. Thanks, Ken. Ken sent me the Billy Madison. Everyone is now dumber for what we have heard. Nowhere in your rambling did you complete a full sentence. We're all now dumber for what we have heard. You'll be awarded no points, and may God have mercy on your soul.
It's an older joke. It checks out.
Ken, no worries. I just saw your message in the admin Discord. No worries. Don't worry about if there was something like that on my nightstand, I'd be kind of surprised. Number one. Ken was like, "Oh, sorry for making you look earlier."
Well, I mean, Kat does come into your room, right? She's allowed into your
room. She does. Yeah, exactly.
Maybe it's hers, and she just left it there for your next stream.
That's right. You never know. Oh God.
You never know.
I hate
a little skin bong. I don't know whatever. What is that?
I was gonna say you never know when you need a little pick me up, but
right.
Yours also works.
Kind of looks like a little skin bong, doesn't it?
It really does. You gross.
The hell is this hole for? What is this hole for? What's this hole for?
I don't know.
Lights. Landing lights.
Oh.
It's got to be for landing lights.
That's right. Donnie was actually asking about that last week, and I forgot to answer the question. So that's what those are. Nice.
Landing lights here and here and here and here. Yep. Landing lights. I'm like, what are those holes for? Because I don't know if you noticed, if you look, where is it? In this big the big blast hole back here, there's a hole.
Yeah.
That's for the power adapter.
Oh.
So they hide it in that hole. In the
super smart.
Yeah, that's where the power adapter connects. I don't know if you can see.
And the power adapter is a mod, right?
I don't know if it comes with the power adapter, but it tells you how to find one, I think.
Yeah. I've seen one that's like shaped like a Millennium Falcon as well.
Top frame, top panels. We're not going to use those. I'm not getting to that point. We'll put those away. Okay. All right. Take a picture of this one. Okay.
And my plan is to go for.
Go ahead.
As long as I'm basically as soon as I finish painting these dark gray panels, that's about how long I'm going to go tonight. But I'm just getting to the first little painting, so we got a little bit still. About a half hour or so.
Uh-oh, where'd that part go? It's like cut off this very small detail. Then what does Todd do? Fling it across the room. I'm going to lose this.
Ken is asking, Todd, were there any mods for the Terminator?
Yes. Model Mods has a couple. They have a mod to make the lights look, the eyes, little red eyes, light up and look better. They light up stock, but they look better with hers. She also did the teeth. I don't know if she's, because the teeth that come with it don't look that authentic. And she replaced them with like actual good looking teeth. Probably the most important would be the finger mod, because the fingers are fairly loose. The joints in the fingers are fairly loose, so it does they end up floppy, so you can't get it to hold the gun or anything. Some people use, and I can't, what they call barrel screws or something. I can't remember the name of them. Where it's a one side of there's screws that go into each other, right? So one's a hole. This looks bad, but the screw goes into the hole, like it's a banjo bolt or something. I don't remember what it's called. And you can either get, and they're very small, and you can get those, and she gives you the extra gaskets. That way you can adjust the tightness of each knuckle. I don't know if she still does the finger mod. And I might even have some. I thought I had, last time I was in my mod box, I thought I had an extra Terminator mod of some sort. Clip out the very small detail, being careful not to lose it. Well, that's too late. Hold it with tweezers and glue it. What? Glue it on a hole in the turret. Right here? Oh, yeah, we're still going to lose that.
The T800 would be a very cool part work, though.
It does get repetitive because you spend all this time. You'd spend 6 months working on an arm, and then you turn around and build the other arm.
Do the other arm. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I'm looking forward to the shift on the Enterprise, because I'm done building the top hull panels, and so I know they're basically the same on the bottom, but they're a little different. The windows are a little bit bigger, less of them to actually work with, which is going to be nice. And the engineering section is obviously its own little beast.
That's actually really fun. Yeah, when you yeah, it's kind of cool to start seeing mostly the flat part that goes between the pylons.
Mm-hmm.
That's cool when you start working on that.
I'm looking forward to it. And this model, I mean, after I get the next stage, like there's only, I think that'll be 64% of the model basically that I've gotten. So yeah.
Of the Enterprise?
No, of the Falcon. That one's going to be done within
100
the year.
stages. I just got the 57 through 61, I think.
Yep, same.
I think. Oh.
Yeah, I just signed up for the Enterprise and gotten the first package, and then they announced the Falcon, and I'm like, oh yeah, I'll do that.
Yeah, the Falcon seems to keep coming back.
Yeah. It's a popular model.
Does the gun have a light? Nope. The base has lights, and I modded up the whole base. I changed the whole base, repainted the whole thing, used like scale model train ballast to look like rock, and painted the skull and rusted out the chains. And then it has 4 little spotlights that are red and blue. The thing about the Terminator is you got to be careful with the remote control. I know Model Mod's made a power mod for it, which is good because it doesn't use all. I mean, like, seriously, I think the base on the Terminator uses 4 D batteries. What the hell uses D batteries anymore?
No one.
No, nobody. Say what? Where does it want this to go? At the end of a doohickey. Get out of here. Where? You want it to go at the end of that thing?
Where?
This thing.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. No, I know. I know.
But the T800 remote does not have a power switch, and so it will die. It will kill the batteries if you do not take them out. So just make sure that when you store the remote, when you're not using it, that you take the batteries out of the remote. Also, every time that you turn it on, you have to pull the back of the skull off and push the little button on the back of the skull to get it to talk to the remote. So you can control, because it has a motorized eyes, so you can make the eyes go left and right.
Oh,
and
cool.
The jaw opens and closes, so you can, I guess, pose him how you want.
Cool.
But at least her power mod doesn't mean you don't need batteries anymore. So you don't have to have the D cells in the base. You don't have to put there's 2 or 3 AAAs or AAs that go on the head. And her power mod just, powers everything. But you still have to pull the head off, the back of the head off, to be able to trigger the remote. Which is a little weird to me. This doesn't go this way. This goes this way. Yes. Okay.
Dash is saying that ET uses the D batteries as well.
What is in the base of the? What is ET? What is ET? You mean ET needs them in the base? What's in the base that ET? Oh, does it also have spotlights or something? It must have spotlights.
Is ET an older model?
I don't think so.
Okay. Or is it one of the newer ones?
I think it's new.
Okay. Yeah, I was kind of curious about that, actually. No, don't do that. Unacceptable. Don't stab yourself. Unacceptable.
Do it.
Don't do that. No. Don't do that. Nah.
Do it.
Okay. Do it.
The 2 external veins from issues 44 and 45, which are identical. All right.
So veiny.
Not there. Not there. It's got to be here. I have a lot of bags of parts. I don't like that part.
Ken saying that would be awesome with the minigun. Yeah.
Oh yeah, no. There's like some kind of Nerf gun or something out there that's the right scale, because it's like half scale, and people will paint it black, and it looks epic. It's that GE 134 gun or whatever it is, the minigun.
Oh my god.
Oh yeah, no. People have absolutely done that. They paint it all up, and I guess it spins and everything.
Oh man, I used to have a Nerf gun.
That would be pretty sick.
There was a Tommy gun for my one of my old cats because he wouldn't stop getting back behind the TV, so I'd shoot him with the Nerf gun.
I had a water gun for that, like a super soaker.
Oh,
You remember the super soakers? Yeah.
oh yeah. All right, where's my medium gray? Where's my medium? There you are. There you go. Perfect. I was cleaning my airbrush and then forgot that I was doing that, moved on, and the cleaning solution's still sitting in the pot. Oh my God. Jesus, Jordan.
Squirrel, Jordan? Much?
Squirrel? Squirrel? Get that cleared out. Clear up end here. I do not miss my old airbrush at all. That thing would clog up at a moment's notice.
Oh, you want to give me the close back? Is that what you're saying?
Yep, I do. Certainly do.
Okay. These are the same right angles. Glue the thin. Okay.
Don't leave the paint pot open on the desk. Dash said he found one on Amazon that was like $5 or $6. That's kind of cool.
A super soaker?
Are you talking? Yeah, Dash. Are you talking about the Super Soaker or the Nerf gun? It's also saying the ET base holds the batteries and one circuit board and power switch. The wires run up one leg, so he's mounted to that base. Okay. Or a T600 with the minigun and all the clothes and rubber skin. Oh man. Ken, you're a brave man. That would be something. Dash is saying that it's the Nerf gun for $5 or $6. Really, for a motorized Nerf gun?
Especially that
can't
one.
be right. Yeah, that can't be right. So I might just have to buy it on principle. My YouTube algorithm on the shorts was making me, well, not making me, but showing me a lot of paintball videos. I used to be super into paintball when I was younger, and it made me really want to get back into paintball. But I'm like, that is just another stupid, expensive hobby that I don't need. So
I used to have a PMI 3. That,
oh,
yeah, I was that guy. I
with
went to an
the,
old army surplus store and I bought an old crate for grenades, like a wooden crate with the latches and everything on it, like a flat crate. And I filled it with foam, like a foam packing, and cut out the space for this. So when I would go to the paintball place, I would open my grenade case and unload the PMI.
Oh my God.
I was that guy.
Jesus. I used to have a spider back in the day. I think that's what it was called, a spider. Something like that.
Did you have that fancy trigger that you could tickle with your fingers?
No, but what I learned was if you take a guitar slide, it's like the little glass guitar slide that fits over your finger to give you the twangy sound. If you do that and just wrap with fire, go in between there, it'll get the same effect. But I've seen some of those now where they have like the double, they have two triggers on there, so you're able to do this and it like rapid fires. It's kind of insane.
Do you know how when you get shot, you're supposed to put your hands over your head, like hold the gun over your head and walk out, and that's like you're immune?
Yep.
I had this guy, and we used to play at this indoor arena. It was at a gun store, and we played at this indoor arena. And it was cool, though. It had like things to climb on and rocks to climb under and caves and all sorts of stuff. A watchtower inside, the lights, and it would play loud like Metallica music in there.
Oh.
So basically, you played. it was like a capture the flag kind of scenario or something like that. And for as long as the music was, that was when the song ended, the round was over, right? Because some Metallica songs are very long.
Cool.
So,
yeah.
And it would play Metallica, and I had this guy that kept shooting me after I got hit as I was walking out. This guy would keep shooting me, and so like after about the third time, I climbed up one of the sniper posts in the corner, unscrewed my barrel. I had put my Allen key in my pocket, unscrewed my barrel, reached into the end of the PMI, and cranked the nozzle wide open. Right. So when you go to a paint show, for people that's never paintballed, if you bring your own gun, they will chrono your gun. They will make it shoot it through a chrono to see how fast it's shooting, and it's limited to like 200 FPS or 250 or whatever. And you can't play if it's any higher. Well, the PMI was field adjustable. Most guns aren't nowadays. And so I could unscrew the barrel, and I could reach down in there, and I could open mine, and I opened my gun all the way. And then I waited till the round was over, and I shot that guy in the neck.
Ooh. Didn't they use... Wasn't it like 480 FPS is what that was capable of doing?
Oh, no. Afterwards, because the welt it gave him, because he started bleeding.
Yeah.
And the welt it gave him, because he's like, oh, I want your gun chrono. They chronoed it over 500, and they kicked me out.
Oh.
But it was worth it.
Worth it.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely.
Worth every second. This 20-year-old me going, you're a dick. So.
Yep. Yeah, a lot of the videos that I've been watching are like cheaters getting owned in paintball and airsoft. And it's just like these guys that just plink them in the neck and plink them in the wiener and stuff like that. And I think it's just hilarious. Wiener.
You said it. Plinked them in the wiener.
Plinked them in the wiener.
Yep.
Oh yeah, nice and clean. Oh, Jess. Looks like I got a couple more sections here.
All right, the veins are on. That sounded gross.
Ken says there's a YouTube channel called Squirrels at the Window if you're really interested in squirrels. Oh, Ken, you played airsoft and still have my guns? Oh, dude, please send me a picture. That'd be super fascinating.
Yes, that would be fun. I never did airsoft.
I
was an adult by the time that became a thing.
Yeah, same. And although I would still be very much interested in doing that these days.
You know what, though? I mean, I could see that as a especially as a police officer, that would be a lot of fun.
Absolutely.
Maybe even consider some practice.
Right. I was doing it primarily when I was in ROTC in high school. So, like, of course, a bunch of us.
Yeah, but your ROTC wasn't like anybody else's ROTC. That was some weird shit you did.
Yeah.
It was like milking the horses or some shit.
We were blocking off bridges and stuff like that. Milking horses. Milking horses. Jesus Christ.
I couldn't help myself.
Oh my god.
whatever that ROTC was that you did. Laser tag.
Right.
I did a little bit of laser tag. Because after paintball kind of fell out of fashion, in the 2000s or whatever it was, they turned it into a laser tag place. They kept all the same mountains and everything inside of it. They just turned it into laser tag.
That's super cool.
Where did I just put that part? Oh, right here.
Right. Well, this turned out really good.
I'd probably go out there now, run 15 feet and have a heart attack. So,
yeah,
really not probably a good idea for me.
Wait, we got to run around and duck under things. One of the cool things about the paintball place that we would go to back in the day is if you rented if you had a private event, they kind of let you do whatever you wanted. And so there was a game that we used to like to play called Gettysburg. and everyone would stand. The two teams would line up facing each other about 50 feet apart, and you'd have 5 rounds that you'd have to hand load into your gun. You'd shoot, and if you got hit, you were out, and then you would march forward like 5 paces, and then you'd shoot, march forward 5 paces, and basically it got to the point where you're like 5 feet away from each other and shooting each other with paintballs. Pretty amazing time. Yeah, pretty amazing time.
That sounds awful.
Yep, awfully fun. Dash says, "Oh my God, you young guys sound out of shape."
Yep.
I will take that young guy's comment all day. Thanks, Dash.
And I will take the out of shape comment. Thank you.
Yep. Yep. Can't threaten me with a good time.
Yeah. My doctor's like, your cholesterol's on its way up. Look, it's always on its way up.
Ken has a sniper rifle just about 15 FPS below max allowed.
Yes. That's the best. That's what I used to do. I used to go to the because you didn't have to be, I mean, after they chronoed your gun, they kind of walk away, but the chrono was still there running. And so I would crank it up as high as it would possibly go and still be legal.
I'm not familiar with what airsoft shoots at. So what is Ken? What does
the
airsoft
little tiny
shoot
plastic BBs? Like once you get into it,
well,
they're
no, yeah,
in your house.
But what is the what FPS does?
What velocity
what
is? Oh, I don't.
Yeah, what's the velocity?
No idea.
Super curious. But sometimes I see those guys
get have to answer that because I don't know.
Yeah, I've seen some of those guys get shot in the nuts. And
there's tons of there's welts to be had for sure.
Yeah. My worst paintball injury, I got shot between the visor and my mask right here, and I got a concussion. Yeah, that sucked.
You know, I took when I used to go shooting a lot, I took a friend of mine shooting, and she had never gone before, and she really wanted to go, but she had never messed with guns before, and so I gave her all the little rules and explained, because we were a range, like a public range, you know, a manned range, so it had hot ranges. It wasn't out in the desert or anything. And she wanted to shoot my Beretta, and I said okay. And so she knew the rules, like no matter what, the gun, the muzzle always faces down range. You never ever turn around. You know, finger on the trigger, etc. All the good stuff.
Right.
And so she starts shooting my Beretta. Now, if you've ever shot a Beretta or a Glock, you know that if you, depending on the angle you hold it at, the shells can come right back at
eject.
you.
Yeah.
They'll eject and they'll come right back at you. Well, she was shooting my Beretta, and all of a sudden she starts going, oh, and I'm like, what? And I look
down
at
the
her
shirt.
Couldn't tell what's wrong. Couldn't tell what the fuck is this? What is crawling on my camera? What the hell is this?
Oh, what is that?
What is that? It's a bug of some sort.
Ew.
Looks like a millipede. It's about to get squished.
Yeah.
So anyway, she was shooting the Beretta, and a shell went into her face and got lodged between her glasses and her nose.
Oh.
Because I thought the same thing. I'm like, I thought it went down her shirt, and I'm just like, oh, just grab your shirt and shake it. No, it was sitting there on her face, burning her.
Oh my God.
And she was so good about it. It was not an ant. That was definitely some kind of millipede or something.
And well, yeah, you didn't hear an absolute utter freak out.
No, whatever. Yeah, so it was I was so impressed that she kept her composure, she didn't panic. You know, she could have spun around and, you know, got us kicked out or all this kind of stuff. She could have fired the gun. I mean, who knows?
Right.
She did really good. I was proud of her, even though she was in full panic, which I don't blame her. I mean, that's not comfortable, I'm sure. Somehow I captured a beard hair in between my model pieces here. Unbelievable. Or an eyelash.
Beard hair will travel.
Yeah. Just cut it out. All right. Did that. Oh, we got to put this in. Which way? Where? Oh, where? Which way does it go? They say it goes. Oh, nope. And it's gone. They say it goes this way. I will trust them. Did I take a picture of that, though? Before I get too carried away. Nope. Should have known. Telling a story. Oh, more spam. Telling a story, and I got carried away. What do you know?
Who'd have
Stories
thought?
with Todd.
Story time with Todd. Dash says, my friend has a Colt 45, wrist hurt after 6 rounds. Damn thing has a kick. Yeah.
Yeah.
I've thought about getting a Python a couple times, actually. But I kind of want to enjoy the experience of firing a weapon. I do really like the Walking Dead, so like Rick's gun is pretty amazing. But that's still not enough for me to justify having it.
My buddy went out and bought that 500, the 500 Smith.
Really?
The big compensated barrel, the revolver. Yeah.
Yeah.
He loves that thing.
Oof.
But he always, every time he goes out shooting with us, if there's a newbie there, he'll load it with like a normal round, and then he'll put in like a bear load. So it's like a P plus load. And then the next round will be like a buffalo load, like it's a P plus plus plus. You know, there's like it's a solid grain inside the case, you know. And he'll watch the people shoot it, and they're like, "Oh, this isn't that bad." And then they shoot it again. They're like, "Oh God, my arm's really starting to hurt." The third one pretty much knocks them on their feet.
That's amazing.
Because the shells all look the same. They don't know.
I gotta clean my airbrush.
All right. Is that the end? These are the parts left on this sprue. Okay. Does it match? Yes. Does this match? Yes.
Ooh.
Priming the surface. What?
Crescent seal grabbed agreeably.
Carefully mask the ramp mechanism. Do not spray the ramp.
Yeah.
Mask the inside of the turret.
What's up, Ian?
Hey, Ian.
Ian says, how about a 44 Magnum?
That's nothing. A 500 is way tougher than a 44. And before the 500, he had one of those 454 Casuls that had like the shell that was like that long. Yeah. When I had my Benelli, I used to do the same thing with like you start with like bird shot, then you go to double aught, then you put a slug in it. And that Benelli, you had to lean into it, or it was semi-auto only. So if you didn't lean into it, it did not cycle. You had to like really have your shoulder planted. It wouldn't cycle.
Oh.
And so it was always fun to watch people try to shoot it with a bear load or with a slug in it versus like bird shot.
Oh my God.
Like a high brass bird shot. Yeah.
Hey.
All right. That's the end of that stage. I need to take a final picture, but let me see what's up next. Are we there yet? Filling the mounting holes optional. Wait a minute. Is there no instructions in this one? Oh, look at this. Look at this nice picture. Look at that big old huge picture at the bottom.
Yeah, that's what I've been using as my reference.
Oh, it's nice.
Yeah.
I don't know how accurate it is, but it's nice.
So he makes a very clear point that is the replica. So like he's like, just be aware that don't try to make a copy of the copy. Like look at the actual images, but this is what we did if you want to use it for reference.
Yeah, that's definitely the DeAgostini. That is not the factory model. That's not the studio model. That's the DeAgostini.
Still, though, for what he did there, it looks really good. Like, it looks really good.
Yeah. Yeah. Stage 50 is start the top frames. So that's it.
Yep.
Okay. I need to take a final picture of this. And then what I think I might do, what did we do here? What all did we do? We put, no. What did we do? Son of a, I can't even remember what we did. Not that one.
So I learned to shoot on an M1 carbine. Great gun to shoot. Pop, 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 plink. And I had a 1911 for a long time. It actually got stolen when my apartment got broken into a few years ago. They got my Glock and my 1911. I wasn't a fan of the 1911.
Somebody stole your gun? They stole your gun?
Yeah, they stole 2 guns, yeah. They got a laptop, a computer, 2 guns, TV, and a PlayStation 3. That was a bad day.
That sucks, man.
It was the...
Yeah, I don't like this, man. We have way too many sprues. We might have to do an episode 49 and a half.
like all of these, yeah.
Yeah. Like we're gonna. I mean, this is ridiculous. There's just too many parts.
Yep.
We're gonna have to do a 49 and a half. We're gonna find out where all these go because I have a feeling some of these parts are probably gonna go up on the top one.
Yep.
It's like this piece that we put on the ring. There's probably matching holes on the top turret that this part's for. I'm gonna find out where all these go, and like this piece here, that goes on the top. That's a long time to hold on to those parts.
Yeah, it really is. It's annoying. And we've been holding on to the very beginning stages since the very beginning.
Yeah, the very beginning stages since the very beginning, he says.
That's right. Makes sense. You do the infamous stage 4 where you break the frame piece and then you start moving on to the bottom for whatever reason. Let's see here. Ken says try 105 millimeter. Oh my god.
All right. That's it. I'm gonna look through the magazines, but I have a feeling that we're close enough, unless there's pipes and stuff that I'm missing.
Stage 58 is going to be the next time we take a look at the bottom of the Falcon. And that's when you're going to be putting on the thrust vector plates and the fuel pressure stabilizers.
Yeah, but there's other stuff that goes back here.
Yeah,
there's a lot. There's way too many holes and greebly things, and you're going to have to paint all those things separately.
That's what I don't like. I'm curious. Like once you find out, I'm super curious to know because I don't want. Like I said, I don't want to.
I'm definitely going to dig ahead. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Let's see. Ian's got bear stoppers. Dash has Mauser 7.25. The carbine. I don't even think you're supposed to. Yeah, you can. YouTube's really. They're like gitchy about guns.
They are.
Yeah.
If you're not a gun channel,
not a good topic.
Yeah, if you're not a gun channel, like it gets really weird about guns.
Well, if you actually read the TOS, it says something along the lines of like, you can't show how to manufacture, make, or recommend, or try to help people buy them or anything, I guess.
Jesus.
Yeah. Ken says, you Americans always have more guns than that. That's true. Yep. Dad says he's extremely accurate. The rest of the world, that's true. What was the number? There's one for every man, woman, and child in the U.S.
Mm-hmm.
300+ million people, 300+ million guns.
That's why we haven't been invaded.
Plus, we're pretty geographically isolated.
Yep.
Could you imagine if somebody tried to like invade Texas?
Good luck.
Like every cowboy be sitting on his roof with a whole slew of guns saying, "Not past this house, you're going."
You would have to like systematically march down every block of every city of every state in this country.
Every neighborhood would be a fight.
Yes, every single one of them. Like that's the whole point of a well-armed militia.
Let's see. My friend had an over/under. I had an I have my dad's old Beretta shotgun, and it's not very good.
Beretta shotgun, really?
Gets you even talking about them. Yeah, it's a bat with a scope. Oh yeah.
The scope?
Yes.
Love it. Man, I got 2 more panels to paint, and I'm going to be done for the night.
It's good timing because I just finished up too.
Excellent.
Do you? Well, I was going to say you don't need to have me on the screen anymore.
Go ahead and stay. You're good. You are good.
I was going to say we can pull up your work. This is your stuff. Here, oh, you're ASMRing. Hang on, let me do that. I can go back into cruiser mode.
Yes.
Yes. Did you say you have 2 more to paint, or are you just these 2 to peel?
2 more up here. These 2 need to be painted, and that's it. So
yes.
All that's left now is going to be the light gray panels.
Yes.
Yes. This one had a little bit of overlap, but it wound up kind of like getting a little rough around the edges, so I was pretty pleased with how that turned out. So, very good. This is going to be the base coat or the base colors on the bottom all taken care of. Except for the yellows, but we're not going to worry about that.
I was going to say, you have 3 little yellow patches you got to do.
Yep, they're like right here.
One's on the cargo hold, one's in the back, and one's in the front.
Yeah,
like on the cargo dock ring on the.
That's right. You got one here.
One right there. Yep.
One here.
One there. One there.
Here.
Yep.
Yep. Yeah, we'll take care of those on stream next week. Last little bit of press and seal. Actually, I've exhausted all of my makeup time.
You're keeping track?
I am. Well, I have very little. I've only missed a couple of streams, so yeah. And I missed like 2 hours from yesterday, so that's what I'm using tonight. Well, just have to. We should have taped back behind here, but whatever. It's all good. Yeah. On the edge here.
Dash says, I almost got sent to the hospital. I almost had a Todd Tree car incident, but I saw it coming dumbass in the parking lot. Oh. He stopped before he hit my car sitting here in the parking lot.
Oh, God.
Yeah, like that guy that ran into my tree while I was on stream.
Still can't believe that happened.
He still doesn't have his car back.
Oh, man. I've heard some.
I wonder if he let that kid drive anymore. You don't get your license until you're 20. Did you forget to paint dark gray on the bottom of the cockpit there?
Where?
You haven't masked off.
I did. Yeah, I did. So it looks like I have 3 more panels to paint. Yep. Thank you. Otherwise, I've been pulling it later. And I'm like, oh, God damn it.
Well, I'm glad it didn't hit you, Dash. How is
Seriously.
the tree? The tree is perfectly happy. Tree's good. Give him a tricycle before he gets his license. No kidding.
He was just a kid, right?
Oh yeah, maybe 15 or 16 tops.
Ooh.
He was so upset. Like he's just like, oh man, my dad's gonna kill me. You're gonna kill me. You're gonna kill me.
I'm sure the parents were totally fine. Or
He was very the father was actually very cool. I mean, from what I saw, now he could have gone home across the street and kicked his ass, but
right.
He was very cool. He's just like, he's asking, we're okay, we're okay, we're okay. I'm real sorry about this and blah blah. I'm like, yeah.
Oh god.
Calm down there.
Yeah. Like I said, I think I need to clean my airbrush. It's a little. My trigger is a little sticky. I didn't do a proper clean job last night after stream.
Dad says he might have gotten a Kashyyyk streak in his pants. That's definitely a sound we need. We need him Kashyyyk streaking. We need Chewbacca.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, it's a little sputtery too. I definitely need to clean this bad boy. It would also help, Jordan, if you turn down the pressure a little bit. There we go. So, unfortunately, with the manual flesher thing here, it sits like right below my finger, so I'll touch it and like adjust the pressure even though I don't want to.
Oh yeah. I just adjusted at the regulator. That's the way it's going to be.
Okay. There we go. And one more. We'll peel all that paint at once. Or tape, excuse me. Brain's starting to get a little melty. Poor cat. She's got to go to wake up so early tomorrow morning.
Oh, really?
Yeah. She has to be at work at something like 4:30 or something like that.
Ew.
Yeah. She got to work from home today, though, which was nice. Got home from work and she was already here. So we had to spend some time together before a stream, which is nice, but she's already pretty much in bed, so I'll watch some TV tonight. New episode of The Walking Dead came out on Sunday, so I'm going to check that out. I should finish editing my video for tomorrow, but I'll just finish that in the morning.
Dash says, look out, guys. Jordan is vaping the paint thinner.
Shh, you're not supposed to tell anybody. Around here, totally a thing. Oh yeah, no, this thing has had enough. Mist coat. The thing that I really do love about Tamiya, though, is it does not take long to dry, thank God.
Yes.
All right.
Ken says, use a card, Jordan.
Use a card? Well, I suppose I could, yeah. Suppose I could. That'll be for another day, though. Okay. Well, that is finished. Let's go ahead and peel. And then it'll be time to review and go. Let's peel up here first.
Ooh.
That's so nice. These are weird, like these wraparound pieces were kind of strange up here. Well, that turned out really good. A little bit of overspray right there, but that's fine. And
Ken says, thanks for entertaining me tonight, guys.
Thank you, Ken.
We're happy to
Appreciate
entertain.
you.
We entertain ourselves as much as we entertain you.
That's right. Remember when Ken first was coming around, one of my favorite things that he would say would be, okay, I'm here. Now entertain me. All right. So there.
As 7 of
It
9
is.
as 7 of 9 office
Why don't
says.
you and I have a cup of tea while the children play?
Thank you, but they require my supervision. Fun will now commence.
Fun will now commence. Okay, and there's actually, didn't peel that piece of tape right there a while back. I'll expose the gun port.
You got to paint the
I
frame.
do. Hey, that's not going to happen tonight, though. Yeah, I do got to paint the frame. Ugh, lame. Okay. Well, there it is. I did get a little bit of work done on the DeAgostini, but I need to wait for the decals to show up. And so they should be here probably in the next week or so. So, yeah, I think I'm going to have to kind of hold off on doing work on that until then. But here we are, guys. Todd, what did you get done? Go ahead.
Well, real quick, do you I didn't use the clear plastic for my Bandai.
Uh-huh.
I can probably measure those out, get them drawn, and cut into vinyl to use as window masks and mask the windows off, and then you could just paint that ring.
Oh my God, that'd be amazing.
I can probably just measure it. I'll just get my calipers, I'll measure it out, and draw some vinyl, and I'll just draw some vinyl for the pieces. You can just put them in there, and then you can paint the ring.
Dude, that'd be great.
Yeah, let me see what I can do with that. Anyway, yeah, no, it's the bottom of the Falcon. It's what his used to look like.
But you're ready for paint, though, man.
It is ready for paint. Yeah, I am going to look ahead though, because I can definitely see where there's all sorts of little holes and notches and stuff back here that looks like it gets more stuff. I'd sure like to have it all painted at once. So I'm gonna look ahead. I don't know by 61 if we're going to get any of that, but I'm afraid we're not. But it's worth a go, So nice cool. Progress though.
And same for you. Awesome, guys. Well, Chase, thank you. Thank you all for sticking around. There's still 10 of you guys watching almost 4 hours later. That's pretty awesome. I did lose it a couple of times, although I did break myself just a little bit in the very beginning as well. So thank you, Ken. Really appreciate it. Appreciate all you guys for watching. Appreciate you, Todd, for hanging out. It was awesome to be able to do a dual stream. Absolutely. And once again, just all the tips and like the conversation, like I may have actually moved further than I should have on the Falcon. So I do appreciate that. So, well, there we are, guys. Thank you, Dash. Thank you. Gosh, who all was here? Eric was here. Don was here earlier. Donnie was here. Buck was here. Ian, if you're still lurking around in the background. For all you guys, I really appreciate you guys coming around and hanging around and watching. Chase, Andrew. Yeah, Andrew was here for a little while too. Like, all you guys stop by, and I really do appreciate it. Episode tomorrow of the Enterprise D. I'll be finishing the final panels of the top half of the saucer. I'm getting ready to start working on the bridge mod and then the nacelle mod, but I may choose to flip-flop that because I can kind of work on both however I want to do. So that's going to be coming up with that. I will be on stream tomorrow, but not until with Hobby Time Modelers. I'm not going to be on until a little later, though. I'm going to try to get to a point where I can get on earlier and be a little bit more consistent with it, and then I'll definitely be there on Sunday. So that's what I got for you guys today, and I just want to say thank you. I know that there was a million things y'all could have done today. Instead, you spent 4 hours watching Todd and I build some stuff, and I think that's pretty damn cool. If you guys have any questions or comments, tips, tricks, please leave them down below. If you'd like to support the channel, please like and subscribe. Hit that like button. Appreciate it. And until we see each other again, I hope you all have a wonderful day in this beautiful world, wherever you happen to be. And just remember, my friends, that 2 men can make a difference. Good night, everybody.